It's true. Yep. 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 Honestly, at World's End is still a solid rewatch. Yeah, at World's End is still a solid rewatch nowadays. Yeah. The first movie is the GOAT one. The next two are so-so. All right, mods, go ban. Just ban that guy. Official reference. I'm seeing this posted a lot, and it's got to be the funniest shit ever. Yeah, so spring is bursting into life, and the contenders are fired up. As blossoms unfold, the thrilling spring sports games are set to ignite the season. Tomorrow, Camellia dares you to a head-to-head face-off. Will you rise to the challenge? And everyone's been linking this. Damn. That is, I'm gonna be honest. That's crazy. That's objectively funny. Holy moly. And like the thing is, bro, I want to see this in other languages, right? They basically posted this in every single region, right? So now he's globally known. Bro is globally known. He should be proud of getting memed on this much. I don't know if pride pride is the word I would use for it. I don't know if pride is the word that I would use for it. Does anyone have the original Crash Out clip? Because this warrants its own video because this is legitimately objectively funny. Man, the only thing that they were missing was putting Frolova as one of the judges. They really should have put Frolova as one of the judges. They fucked up. But then again, maybe they didn't want it to be that obvious. They maybe just didn't want it to be that obvious. Oh, it's in Japanese too. Oh lord. Oh lord. Oh, yep. That means it's in CN and Korean as well. Oh boy. Oh dearie me. That's a bit of a situation. Yep. The honored one. The Kuro Fest attendee. The honored Kuro Fest attendee. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. Rosia should be holding up that sign. Globally recognized as a retard. Well, this is the thing. And I think this might actually have something to do with it. This might have something to do with it. So, as we're all aware, he went viral on Billy. And I would imagine that the artists are like Chinese. And so they like saw this shit and then they were like just laughing their fucking ass off and wanted to put it into the meme. He went viral in Billy for how shit his story take was. To the point where people started following him at Girlfest. The Chinese attendees started following him at Curlfest. Oh, man. Oh man, this is truly something. So there's a reason why he quit Wuthering Waves. There's a reason why he quit the game. Okay, all right. No, we just got it. No, this is objectively funny, bro. I'm sorry. It's just this the guy is just the situation is just objectively funny. It's just objectively comedic. Oh man. Oh man. You're just jealous he went to Kuro Fest? Guys, the situation that seems to be occurring every single time people talk about the EN management team over at Kuro Games is that like nobody knows what's going like people just talk shit about them. Pull me up. It's kind of important. What is it for? Like, I remember, like, Fob was talking about it, and Fob was just openly saying he was, like, taking, like, pay cuts and shit like that. It's just, like, open censorship of discussion. What is this? What the hell is this? Oh, oh, is this like some fucking send this to my mods on Discord. I don't deal with Discord stuff. Yeah, I don't deal with Discord server stuff, man. Go send that to like one of my mods or like Kaiser or some shit. Yeah, no, I don't deal with Discord shit. Cuz if I did, then I would be so much more busy than I like care about. Like honestly, like I'm going to be real. I don't know half the rules on my Discord server. Like I don't even know half the rules on my Discord server. Cuz like the way I see it is that like it's my server, so I don't need to follow any of the rules. I make the rules, right? So I don't need to follow them. So like I don't even like know what half of them are. Yeah, I don't know what half of them are. I don't even know what the punishments are for various crimes. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. I got no clue. So I'm the wrong person to go to with that shit. Yeah, no, I'm the wrong person to go to with that shit. Yeah, I don't like this is the thing. Like they're like, you know, there are like sentencing there are like sentencing recommendations, right? Where it's like, "Oh, they did this. Well, they should get like this." I don't even know them. Yeah, I don't even know them. Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, no, that is outside of my purview. Yeah, that's outside of my purview. Are you sick? No, it's allergy season. No, it's this thing called allergy season. It wasn't exactly EN management, but them giving some slots to Mythic Talent, and then the agency distributes the slots to different related streamers. Yeah, is Mythic Talent just killing the woo-wah sponsorship space? That kind of just seems like what's going on. Yeah, no, then that just sounds like Mythic Talent is killing the sponsorship space. Like I'm just gonna be so for real over here. Like straight up, I have never seen such a massive level of disengagement as a whole to like a game's fan like to a game CC events before. Like straight up, Wuthering Waves has the worst ones I've ever seen. It's shit nobody wants to watch. It's like shit nobody wants to watch. Like boring as fuck. And it's like when's the last time people like even cared about an event? That's my personal like when's the last time somebody cared about an event on the EN side? Never. Ever. And at some point, I think you got to recognize that, like, Jesus Christ. They could easily get James Day and Amanda Rishel. That's what I'm saying. Like, how about you get the people that people actually want to watch? People want to watch, like, Amanda and shit like that. But, like, do we ever see, like, her in any of the shit? I don't think so. I really don't think so. I don't think I've ever seen it. So it's just like, why do you get all these people that the community actively hates and then have them in the events? I don't get it. It's actually genuinely mind-blowing. They keep inviting the Vibe Assassins. Yes, you invite Mr. Pokey and Genizad, which is just like, this is the thing. Nobody watches their woo-wah content, so why would you invite them to the woo-wah CC event? That's just like, it's just self-sabotage at this point. It's just self-sabotage at this point. How about Fob? Yeah, I don't think Fob's doing any more woo-wah events. Yeah, I think that ship has sailed. After some incidents, I don't even know if he's played the game anymore. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. Yeah, he kind of I don't think there's been any updates since his last sort of like, could you call it a crash out? Yeah, sort of like a mini crash out that he had. Yeah. I don't think so. I don't think so. Get Nicholas Light on the woo-wah stuff? That'd be good. That'd be great. Did you see the new Wallenstein's video? I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm already getting arthritis watching it. Yeah, my hands are already hurting and I'm just watching it. So like, yeah, I think I'm just good, bro. And this is the unfortunate thing. It's that like, this is like the Rube Goldberg of Wuthering Waves clears. Where like, instead of like walking to the light switch and turning the light on, you're like doing like a triple backflip cartwheel, jumping out the window and then like walking, like doing a headstand, like a handstand up to your front door and then opening it with like your foot and then like proceeding to like start sliding right on, like doing the worm into your air vent and then dropping back into your room and then turning on the light switch. That's kind of basically what like playing Zani is. And then these people are all bragging about, hey, wait, if you can't do it like I do, then like you're just shit. And it's kind of just like, no, man, like we just walk over, we want to turn on the light switch. That's basically what it is. And if you have fun with this, there's no issue at all. Have fun with this sort of content. But you also got to recognize, if this is the only way that the character can clear, the character is shit. Guys, this is like buying a coffee maker, right? Zani is basically like a coffee maker where you got to like grind up your own fucking beans and then like boil your own, like you got to like open source your own coffee beans, like grow them and shit, right? You can't use like any beans you bought from the store. You gotta like grow your own beans and shit like that, like grind it by hand and then like fucking like do like a French press pour, and then people just want a Keurig. And you're saying that like, oh, wait, whoa, you don't want to go through all the steps like I did to get your cup of coffee? Oh, there's something wrong with you. It's like, no, I bought Zani. I expected her to be a Keurig, but she's a French press instead. That's kind of just it. Like, every character in the game is a Keurig. Or every team in the game, basically, is like a Keurig. Where you can, like, proceed to go ahead and then, like, also use it like a French press. Zani, you can only play her like a French press. So that's like kind of it. That's kind of like it. And they're saying, oh, there's something wrong with you if you're complaining that every other team in the game is a Keurig and hers is just fucking trash if you try to play it that way. Yeah, that's kind of just like it. And it's like, hey, if you like French presses, if you like playing quick swap, go for it. There's just no other way for this fucking unit to clear. And that's a massive fucking problem for 90+% of the player base. That's kind of like it. That's basically it. Yeah, there's not really too much other discussion to have there. And you have all these like French press enthusiasts. You have all these like French press enthusiasts, right? Going ahead and then like try to tell you that like, oh, it's perfectly fine that this is the only way that she can make coffee. Yeah. 224. Yes, I know he's using a training gauntlet. I don't particularly care. Yeah, I don't particularly care if he's running like a shit build. Yeah, that's not really, that has great. How is that relevant though? Show me him clearing without quick swap on his Sig. Now show me a Zani clear without quick swap with Zani on Sig. Oh wait, that footage doesn't exist. Oh wait, that footage is not available on YouTube. Oh wait, that shit is not possible. Every other meta team in the game can clear without quick swap, and this is the one team in the game with every single signature that you can't. So it's kind of just like, great, you want to know another team that clears with quick swap? Gian Chakota. Do you see anyone out here saying Gian is tier 0? Because they played the Gian Chakota Morbid team. No? They kind of just say, yeah, that's a pretty like sweaty ass way to play the character. It's cool that we have skill-based characters in the game. No, this isn't really a skill-based character. This is a character that's severely undertuned, and you have to basically work around the game systems to make them not shit. That's the reality. No, it's not a skill-based character. It's a character that's undertuned, and then you have to quick swap to make them clear. That's more so the truth. Plus, it was floor 1. Oh, this guy, he only did floor 1? Okay, never mind. This isn't even. Oh, wait, no, never mind. No, this is, I thought this was floor 4. Yeah, okay, once again, show me a floor 4 S0R1 Zani clearing without quick swap. That's kind of the thing. It's like, oh, if your character can't clear without quick swap, they're a shit character. I don't really know what else to say. That's kind of like it. If your character can't clear without using quick swap, they're a shit character. It's really that simple. Cause like, guess what team clears S0R1 without quick swap, but then gets faster with quick swap? Yeah, just go play regular Mono Fusion. Yeah, just go play regular Mono Fusion. Clear without quick swap and then clear faster with quick swap. That's how it should be. It's very simple. Clear faster with quick swap, clear at a baseline without it. I don't think that's very hard to understand, but that is something that Zani's team doesn't have. I think that should just be the baseline for most teams if it's supposed to be a, like, meta team with S0R1. Calcharo wheelchair clears better than Zani. Hey, ain't no way. Ain't no way. That's actually a real thing. Calcharo wheelchair is better than Zani. That's objectively hilarious. Yo, I might need to go build my Calcharo now. Just to fucking... Because that's actually funny. That's actually funny. Improved Danya voice line?
Dust to dust. Ashes to ashes. Dust to dust.
Yeah, that's how Beto sounded like he's taking a shit.
Ashes to ashes.
Damn, maybe he... Yeah, bro. Sounds like he's constipated. Yeah, sounds like he's constipated. Yeah, that's probably the best word I could use to describe it. Yeah. Yeah, sounds like that. Yeah, sounds about right. Like, guys, it's really... The situation regarding, like, Zani is, again, very, very, very simple. Just have the team perform at a baseline where it clears without quick swap, and then you could quick swap to make it faster. Mono Fusion's existence just makes Zani look like the most stupid character in the game. I think that's kind of just the reality of the situation over here. Yeah, when you got shit like this, where you just take it in a floor 4, and then you can, as long as your characters are built, you just have a good time. Why can't teams just be like this? Why can't teams just be like this? Right? Like, bro, you can play this with, like, no brain. And then you can also play it giga sweaty too. Right, we're not even doing, like, double anchors or any of that shit in here when we easily could. Right, like, my Changli shit is, like, on, like... This should be, like, the baseline level of performance. I will say, for some reason, my Mono Fusion team looks like it is, like, retardedly strong. Did they, like, buff this team while I wasn't looking? This is crazy. Wait, this is actually nuts. What if I don't want Brent? Go fuck yourself if you don't want Brent. If you don't want Brent, then you can't do this. But what if I want arthritis? Great, you can play this team in a way that gives you arthritis as well. Yeah, I mean, that's just 1, 2, 3 in mono fusion and it clears like that. Like, why can't Zani's team just do that? Wait, like, why can't Zani's team just do that? That is the ass, because this is basically the same level of investment as a Zani team. So, like, why can't they do that? That's the ass, because obviously you can quick swap and shit to make that team better. You could just quick swap in that team to make it better too. So it's just like, what's even going on here, bro? Like, why is it? Kuro designed her to play in quick swap. Yeah, did that have to come at the cost of her team not being able to clear without it? And that's the question every player should be having. Why is it that this team can't clear without quick swap? That's the ask. Why can't it clear without it? It's just that simple. It's really just that simple. The team should be able to clear without quick swap, and then it gets better with quick swap. It's not really that confusing. And if you're arguing against that, there's a reason why Zani is on the banner right before the anniversary. There's a reason why Zani is on banner next to Lene. She's designed to be skipped. That's basically it. She is designed, at this moment, Zani is designed to be a skipped character. And that's pretty much the only thing regarding this situation. Oh boy, somebody sent me a Zani clear. Oh boy, can't wait to see this. Oh, can't wait to see this, bro. Alright, how long does it take? Apparently, there's no dodge, there's no WASD, dodge, or quick swap. Oh, this is getting a worse time than the Mono Fusion team. $74.9 to $80. So this guy's just casually overcapping on crit with a 43.1%. Oh, that's a lot of heavy attack. Yeah, that's... Oh boy, I can't wait to see these echoes. Okay, that's that is quite a piece right there. Yeah, that is quite a piece right there. Oh, that is quite a piece right there. Yeah, no, this, yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Wait, did he show the Zani sequence nodes? Oh, he didn't show the Zani sequence nodes. Wait, where are they? Wait, no, he did. Are you doing 130 E? Let me see over here what's going on here. Oh, I see. So basically, he has a retardedly good build with 136 ER, and he's doing, I think, double Nightfall rotations. Yeah, I think he's doing that. I think he's doing 2 Nightfall rotations, which requires like 130 plus ER. Which is like another like fascinating thing about her kit. Yeah, you can't even do proper rotations on the character without 130 ER. Yeah, you can't do 2 Nightfall rotations without 130 ER. And I guess what's happening over here is that You're able to squeeze in an extra rotation doing that. And then the clear time is still the most dog shit thing I've ever seen. Yeah, the clear time is still the most dog shit thing I've ever seen. That is... So it's like an ER gimmick, all of that, and then the clear time is still this bad. To be fair, he's running a crit rate forecast. True. Do you think it gets much better without one? I don't really think so. I don't really think so. So yeah, this is yeah, I guess you just gotta have a well, I mean, it's just like these echoes in general are pretty fucking crazy. Like, we're gonna be entirely honest here. They are fucking nuts. Oh, he doesn't have Phoebe's signature though. He has Cosmic Ripples. So yeah, I mean, so we're running 136 ER Zadi because there's no other way to do 2 Nightfall rotations. With 21 out of 25 on the Echo stat, so like four dead rolls. Yeah. Guys, this is the thing. Zadi is such a shit character that I think that's one clear in existence. Yeah, I think that's just one clear. And the reality is nobody wants to fucking play the unit. That's why they have second. That's why she's on second side of phase 2. Because basically, her team either doesn't clear or barely fucking clears with like an insane build. And I'm pretty sure almost like every other DPS just gets like better results. Like, I don't really know any other 2.x team that gets worse results than her. I don't think there's any 2.x team that's worse. Like, low-key, I wonder if, like, Camellia Rosia gets better results. Probably not. Maybe. Maybe. It is Havoc resistance, though, so you can't really try it. Yeah. But yeah, there's always something going on with this shit unit. And the funny thing is that that's the only clear that I've seen. The Zadi video is crazy funny. A lot of mains were butthurt. Well, I mean, this is the thing. There's one thing about Zadi that the mains cannot deny at all. She's on the second half of 3.2 with Phoebe. She's on the second half of 3.2 with Phoebe and Lene. That is a fact. That means that Kuro knows nobody wants to pull her. It's an admission from Kuro. Nobody wants to pull her. Why else would they do that? There's no reason, right? There's no reason at all. So, like, what was the fucking guy? Like, I'm not gonna lie. My echoes are kind of fucking cracked, too. Wait, now that I think about it, wait, no. My echoes on the character were already fucking cracked as well. Wait, why is it so hard to clear with this fucking unit? Wait, I have this shit over here, too? Oh, my God. Oh, my Lord. Well, I guess the main thing is that I don't have an Eternal Radiance with ER on it. But it's like, why does this character need so much ER? Like, why does she need so much fucking ER? I guess that's like the question. Are you telling me I need a Capitanius with ER on it? Oh, fuck no, that ain't happening. Bro, I have so many Eternal Radiance pieces. Try using a crit rate forecast? Hell no. Dude, this is some dog shit. Hey. Oh, you know what? Let's test it out. Can I get to a double... 136 ER. Does 136 ER double Nightfalls work? That's what we gotta see. That's what we gotta see. 136 ER. Because for some godforsaken reason, unless you do triple Nightfalls, you don't have enough energy. All right. I guess we're going to be missing a little bit of crit rate, but yeah, surely that's not going to be a problem, right? Yeah, we'll just be at like a casual like 80% with Shorekeeper. Yeah, we'll just be at like a casual 80% with Shorekeeper. No big deal or anything. Yeah, right. We could get it done here, right? Surely it'll work, right? You know, it's crazy when Chang Li is doing better. Guys, it's just the Mono Fusion team aged so much better than this piece of shit. It's insane. I think you can play 2 Nightfall with 124 ER. I don't think so. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I just want to see if 136 is enough. I just got to see if 136 is enough. Chang Li is the best unit, and Unk is just shitting on her. Guys, my take has always been Chang Li got a lot better after Mono Fusion because you got a way, right? To play her. Oh my gosh. Wait, this is cringe as fuck. Wait, you're out here literally doing like Bro, wait, why do these rotations seem like piss? They do such piss damage, but I guess you could just squeeze out more of them. Yeah, you could just squeeze out more of them. Bro, what is he doing? Yeah, no, guys, you needed like 136. Look at that. I barely had enough ER. Who the fuck said you could do 2 Nightfalls on 126? Are you on crack? Look at that shit. We barely fucking had it there. And our Shorekeeper barely has any fucking energy too. Oh gosh, my Phoebe has no ER either. I don't know if this will clear. Now I need to... What was that other guy even doing? Am I just like missing all my crits? Bro, now I'm just like skeptical. Am I just getting gameplay footage where people are like secretly using like Zonies with like multiple sequence nodes? And then they're like editing it in the background? Oh god. Yeah, maybe it's the Phoebe ER issue. Too much work for that? Well, I'm just gonna be honest. Yeah, we're doing double Nightfalls, and yeah, no, this is not even close. Like, this is like not even close to the shit that I was seeing, and I got Phoebe's signature. So like, what is going on? Like, wait, what is going on? Like, are these guys sending me edited footage? Bad crit RNG. No, it's like we're kind of doing the same shit damage. What is going on here? No, like we're both taking a while to get we're both taking a while to get to the heron. Like, yeah, we both start the heron at like fucking like. Yeah, no, he's just doing double nightfalls too. You're telling me that that's all just from missing crit rate? Probably his rotation. No, these are like the same rotation. Well, I will say that Phoebe looks like she has like 10 million ER. So I guess is that literally it? Is it the Phoebe ER? I guess that makes sense because you're doing like less attacks on Zadi. So there's okay. Yeah, 126 is clearly a little bit too ambitious over here. Yeah, it works on the other build, but I suppose not this one. Yeah, I'm gonna be real here. Do you kind of just like need an ER3 cost on this fucking character? He's rotating in 30 seconds. Is 136 even? I feel like that should be. Yeah, I feel like 136 should be enough. We're like barely there. Because this is the thing. My Shorekeeper's rotation is like way faster. Okay, how did my Phoebe not use confession mode there? I was like sitting there holding down E for a second and she just like sat there, didn't fucking do shit. Yeah, actually getting hit off Phoebe is useful, guys. Don't worry. Yeah, no, getting hit off Phoebe is good. Yeah, so you can get the dodge. You're doing more damage, but you're missing crits. Am I? I accidentally got the third nightfall by accident. That's crazy. Yeah, just casually got that parry there. Okay, the ER is definitely fixed here. Now it seems like, yeah, now that's... Is that enough to clear, though? Wallenstein's in your YouTube chat. Oh, what is that guy doing in there? What is that guy even doing in there? Okay, so I guess the proper way to actually build Zodi is just have 136 ER. Yeah. It's 136 ER Zodi. That's the one. And then you can barely clear. Yeah, and you could just have 136 ER and then Phoebe with her signature and you can barely clear, guys. Awesome. Awesome. 136 ER Zodi is what you need. Just roll a bunch of like 4 out of 5 echoes. Make sure you get 136 ER and then you will be able to clear. Yeah, you will be able to clear. Barely. Barely. Yeah. 136 ER Zodi with like 6, 7, 8 seconds left. Or just stop playing 1, 2, 3 because that's totally what 99% of players do. Yeah, or just start quick swapping like 1% of the population. What a shit character. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This character is so shit, it's unbelievable. Like, that is possibly some of the worst performance I've ever seen for, like... Dude, that is crazy. That is just crazy. Oh my fucking god. Try to free-to-play Augusta team? Oh, you know what? That's actually a great idea. Wait, I do want to see what free-to-play Augusta does. Free to play Augusta with like 1/4 of the investment. With a static mist and a homeless moonlit cloud set on my Mortefi. Hey, fuck it. We'll go our Giga. Hey, if those Zodis are gonna run 4 out of 5 pieces, I'll use my Augusta with 4 out of 5 pieces. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, we'll use my Augusta with 4 out of 5 pieces on everything. Yeah, she has only like 72% crit rate with Shorekeeper, but like, you know, she's got a lot of crit damage, right? Oh, I'm kind of getting my ass beat by Crowdless over here. Wallenstein said Gian is better. My man. My man. Can you mimic voice lines like they were there? Oh shit, I didn't even realize they were off.
Burn! Feel my wrath!
I don't know Augusta's voice lines. I don't play her enough. Oh shit, I have an ER issue. Oh shit, wait. I have an ER issue. Why the fuck did I have no ER for that second slash? I was like sitting there wondering, like, did I like fuck up? Where was my fucking ER? Was I not using her shit enough? Or does she need more if you're using more Teffy? I think she needs more ER with more Teffy, right? I think. I don't think it hit. Did I miss one of my attacks? Is that why? Oh, I think you need more with more Teffy. If you have you don't need as much. Yeah, if you have you don't need as much. Right, because I haven't been using her with more Teffy for a while. That makes more sense. Yeah, with 120 is fine. Without her, you need more. Okay, all right. Let's see over here. I think we can stick with our goofy amounts of crit rate. But okay, these are my 2 ER pieces. So I kind of need like, all right. I'm sorry, we're gonna have to steal this. Hey, better luck next time. Hey, all right. Now we're at 130. There we go. Yeah, we're just stealing that shit. Yeah, give me that shit.
Loading war with time.
Fury boils. Burn. Silence. Let's do this another way.
Conquest begins now. Roars of conquest. In control. Invincible. Perceptimon. Step.
Yeah, I'm just missing all my crits. But it's fine. I just want those big slashes. Oh, that's rough. That is, ooh, that is a little bit cringe.
Diminish. Loading. Astral modulation.
Fury boils. Inferno. As you wish. Burn to ashes. Let's do this another way.
Fight by my side. In control.
Yo, where's my tomb break? Wait, what? Oh, we lost the outro there. What the? Why was that tomb break so hard to cast?
One strike is enough. In control.
Vow from the soul.
Do you need a hit with the basic to tomb break?
Iron graft.
So do Augustus heavies not count?
Fury boils. Inferno.
If true, I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of disease.
My wrath. Let's do this another way.
This is my moment.
Oh, I gotta keep that in mind then. Yeah, to cast a tomb break, you need to hit with the basic. And I just wasn't doing that.
Winners win. My valor never fails.
Is this clearing? Probably. I mean, let's keep in mind that I've missed almost every crit on the planet.
Loading. Astral modulation.
Fury boils. Burn. Burn to ashes. Let's do this another way.
Conquest begins now. Barely felt it. Moment of victory.
I think the crit just hates you.
One strike is enough. In control.
Zani clear time wasn't far off. Guys, if you're comparing this with Zani teams in the first place,
Fury boils.
you should probably understand where the issue's coming from.
Inferno. Silence. Let's do this another way.
This is my moment. In control. Invincible. Sing
Oh, wait, this is not even barely clearing. This is fucking popping off.
winners win. Yeah. It ends now. Barely felt.
Oh, wait, I kind of got my ass ate there.
Terminate. Iron graft you knew. Loaded.
Fury boils. Burn. Burn to ashes.
Wait, you were right. Yeah, this barely clears.
Fight by my side.
But yeah, no, that's with me like griefing on like half. I think I missed 4 crits on the final hit of the liberation. So like, yeah, no, that's just like better. And I fucked up the tomb break too, and I lost an outro skill. Wait, I lost an outro skill on her liberation. And that cleared. I missed an outro skill on her liberation. And I missed the whole Griffin too. So like, I missed a bunch of shit and got a 233. We missed the Griffin attack because the dude was in the air. Oh Lord, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, Zadi, just put her in the fucking bin, bro. I'm sorry, just put Zadi in the fucking bin. All right, what is it like if I put a crit rate one on? Yeah, what is it like if I put the crit rate one on? Oh boy, I missed so many crits, it was criminal.
As you wish.
Iron graft you knew. Loaded.
Fury boils. Burn to ashes. Let's do this another way.
Conquest begins now. In control. Moment of victory. Winners win. My valor never fails. In control.
Oath.
That's kind of, yeah, that seems a little bit more consistent. Oh shit, I fucked up. Yeah, so this team rotates so fast, I need to like ult way earlier on Shorekeeper. That's the issue, is that my Shorekeeper's liberation is way too delayed. It's way too delayed when I basically just need to like ult sooner. Holy, okay, why did I get Oliver Concerto in half a second?
Fury boils.
Wait, I have never gotten Concerto on Shorekeeper that fast before. What the fuck was that?
Feel my wrath.
Yeah, I felt like I was hacking there.
Is mine.
Oh no, oh my gosh. I hit the parry, I hit the parry.
A match in one strike.
I hit the fucking parry on Augusta, and that delayed her forte gate and made me do the uppercut. Dude, like, that's one of the reasons why I don't like playing this character, because if you, like, hit parries with her E, you'll, like, do her uppercut because it, like, delays your forte generation. Low-key, it pisses me off.
Astral modulation.
It's actually annoying. Okay, fucking Christ. That happens so much that, like, you gotta, like, delay your heavy attack. I actually hate that shit on her. It's so fucking clunky. I feel like they should have just removed the uppercut from her fucking kit, bro.
In war with time. Loading.
Darn it. Fury
Okay,
boils.
can somebody explain to me how, like, that shit was taking so long to...
Let's do this another way.
This is my moment.
Can somebody explain to me how my Shorekeeper didn't have full Concerto there?
Control. Invincible. Undying glory. Stand tall before the eternal sun. One strike is enough. In control.
Yeah, this is doing, like, half its HP in one rotation.
Stay calm. Load. Astral modulation.
Which is, like, kind of insane. Wait, this is doing, like, the same amount of damage as, like, a Zodi team in one rotation. It's, like, faster, too.
As you wish. Silence. Let's do this another way.
Fight by my side. control.
Where is my fucking shit, bro? Dude, how was I missing the majesty? Or how was I missing the stacks there?
My valor never fails.
Did I not, like, hit everything?
In control.
Ordained.
Anyways, yeah, that should have too rotated this guy, but I was, like, missing, the what's it called? I was missing, like, just a little bit of, like, one of her forte gauges.
Inferno. As you burn to ashes.
Yeah, the outro ran out there because I had to, like...
Quest begins now. In control.
Oh, nice. Okay, that hit everything. You need to hit the E while the enemy is fully on the ground. Okay, so, like, Crownless doing that shit is, like, actually disease then. All right.
Vow from the soul. Low astral modulation.
How hard is Augusta versus Zadi? I personally think that, like, Augusta's hit is, like, just a little bit clunky. I don't like playing her for that reason.
Let's do this another way.
Fight by my side. Roars of conquest. In control. Invincible. Undying glory. Healers rule. Winners win.
All right, okay, yeah, no, this is so much disgustingly better than a Zadi team. It's crazy.
Control.
This is so much disgustingly better. What the fuck?
I engraft you new.
Oh my god.
Burn. Inferno. Burn to ashes. Let's do this another way.
This is my moment. In control. Unmatched. Barely found it. Stand tall before the eternal sun. Yeah. It ends now.
I'm sorry, bro. That is, yeah, just put that unit in the bin. Nah, get her out of here. Nah, just get that Zadi unit out of here, bro. We missed an outro, too. No, we missed an outro, too. That's a 247 with missing an outro. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, bro. All right. That's not good. That is not good. That is not good. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Now with Yuno, guys, if we do it with Yuno, it's just gonna look ridiculous. All right, now we gotta see over here. How does how's our boy Gian gonna do in this circumstance?
The battlefield is dynamic. Do not let your guard down.
How's our boy Gian gonna do in this circumstance? Let's see it. Let's see it. Can this guy clear? Can this guy clear? Unfortunately, our gameplay is not going to be at the same level as Mormont, but we could definitely try.
In war with time.
Missing a 3 cost? No way.
Fury boils. Burn. Burn to ashes.
Missing 1 echo? Really? Damn, that start was kind of crispy, though. Wait, what do you mean I'm missing a 3 cost? Didn't I put on my preset?
The battlefield is dynamic.
Wait, how the hell? Wait, what the fuck? Did the preset not work? Wait, oh, the preset just didn't work. Guys, that wasn't even that had like half of the fucking Windward Pilgrimage pieces. No, that's not even missing an echo. That's just missing the whole set. That ain't missing an echo. That's missing the whole fucking set. That's a far bigger issue. Nah, missing an echo was the least of his problems there. No, that shit was fucked up. I will say that Augusta has one of the most disgusting builds in history. I don't know why, but my Augusta and Uno, I wasn't even trying to build them, but their builds are fucking crazy. I wasn't even trying to build them, but it ended up happening. I feel like they like juice the echoes, the echo drop rates in like 2.6, and like they just haven't been the same since.
You're no man.
I engraft you new.
Burn! Fury boils.
Loading.
Burn to ashes. Let's do this.
You're wide open. Unstoppable.
There, yeah, now play like a freak.
Ordained.
As you wish.
In war with time. Loading.
Fury boils. Inferno. Silence. Let's do this
Ready
another
for
way.
battle. Fear no more.
Oh.
Don't you worry.
Oath.
Wait, it feels like the time is actually quite decent.
Worry not.
Leave me as you wish.
Astral modulation. Loading.
Fury boils. Burn! Burn to ashes. Let's do
You're
this
wide
another
open.
way.
Unstoppable. Time to fight back. Finale.
Bro, how did I get knocked back 400 feet there?
Diminish.
Okay, alright, this clear just got griefed.
Loading. I engraft you
Bro, I
new.
actually got knocked back like 7,000 feet.
Silence. Let's do
Ready
this
for
another
battle.
way.
Okay, yeah, no, my ER got fucking cooked on that rotation. That was not good. Yeah, no, my ER got fucked in the ass by that one. That was wild.
Stay in war with time. Loading.
Fury boils. As you wish. Burn to ashes. Let's do
You're
this
wide
another
open.
way.
What?
Fear no more. Break.
Oath from the heart. Astral modulation. Loading.
Fury boils. Inferno. Burn. Silence. Let's do
Ready
this
for
another way.
battle. Unstoppable.
Okay, yeah, that second one actually ended up being a little bit better.
In war with time. Loading.
Fury boils. As you wish. Burn to ashes. Let's do
You're
this
wide
another
open.
way.
Finale. Fear no more.
Bro, where is he?
Vow from the soul. I engraft you new.
Burn. Fury boils. Inferno. Silence. Let's do this another
Ready
way.
for battle. Break. Unstoppable.
Ordain. Astral modulation.
Okay.
What? As you wish. Fury boils.
Loading.
Burn! Burn to ashes! Let's
You're
do this
wide
another
open.
way.
Fear no more.
Oh,
Wait, no, this get clear.
worry not. In war with time. Loading.
Fury boils. Inferno! Silence! Let's do this
Ready
another
for
way.
battle. Unstoppable.
Bro, he's flying so much. Bro, he was flying so much. What was that shit? Bro, I've never seen the guy fly so much before. What the fuck was that? Wait, what was that? I've never seen him fly so much before. What was that shit? That was some fucking nonsense. That was some fucking nonsense right there. Holy moly. Yeah, I guess the thing is that yeah, this is that's not working out. That's not working out too well for him right now. Yeah, that ain't working out too well. Now try the Gion premium team. I do actually want to try out one thing. And that is the double intro Gion rotation. That is something I've always wanted to try out in TOA. I want to see if it's like actually good. I want to see if it's like actually good. Okay, no, that is not happening on Chakotay over there. Yeah, no, she gotta hit that guy. Yeah, no, he cannot be allowed to do that attack. There we go.
Now presenting.
Yeah, we're gonna do the double intro Gion rotation.
Wide open. Unstoppable.
With style and grace. On. The moon is full.
Chakotay and Capitanius. Fuck it, doesn't matter.
Fate in my mark. Fate
Ready for battle.
reveals.
Oh, we definitely don't have enough ER for that one.
Fear
That is a suspect amount of ER right there.
Thanks for watching. Ta-da! A grand overture. A perfect chord. Let the show begin.
You're wide open.
Yeah, no, that ain't happening.
7.
Yeah, no, yeah, I don't think that works outside of Whimpering Waste, man. Yeah, no, that is... Maybe there's a way to do it where you, like, double skill once at the end, once at the start, and then once at the end. Yeah, I feel like I would need, like, 140% to make this happen.
Listen. The
Yeah, that
trio
seems
of
a little bit
destiny.
suspicious.
I'll indulge you. On you go.
Yeah, no, I think it only works in Weewa. Yeah, in Weewa, you have, like, way more ER. Way more ER, or... Wait a second. I have an idea over here. I simply just extend Yuno's rotation. And do more attacks on her. Because that will give him some ER. Wait, let me actually try that. That might actually do it. Yeah, a lot of enemies in Weewa, they give a lot of energy. Yeah. And maybe having a better Echo on Chakotay would give more ER too. I feel like the Fleur de Lis Echo gives way more than Capitania's for sure. Yeah. The fleur-de-lis echo
Divinity
probably
may
gives
see the
more.
future of the world, but I doubt they can predict which song people will play tomorrow.
Do a DPS Yuno rotation? Probably, yeah. That might actually get it done.
For now, lend me your power.
The pitch is lowered. Overture. Now presenting a poem of finale.
You're wide open. Unstoppable. Lend me your
Now
power.
watch closely.
We'll just do all of Yuno's
My
attacks. Wait, what the hell?
Foes, be my prey.
Ready for battle. Fear
You know what? It's sort of close.
Lend me your power. Don't you worry.
Thanks for watching. A perfect call. Let the show begin. I'll indulge you.
Ah, shit.
Present your
Ah,
own
shit. I fucked it up there. I feel like it is cooking. This thing feels like it's clearing pretty fast.
Break. Lend me your power.
The pitch, listen. The trio.
It feels
of
like it is cooking a
destiny.
little bit.
You're wide open. Unstoppable. Lend me your power.
Now watch closely. Bow before me. Taste my resolve. World at my strength. Causality
Ready for battle.
overturn.
That seems like it's working out.
Finale. Lend me your power.
For watching. A perfect chord. Faster. Let the show begin.
All right.
You're wide open.
Nah. That one is, that second rotation, that shit is cursed. Nah, there's no way. Nah, that shit is cursed. Nah, that ain't doing nothing there. No, you do not have enough just from, like, going onto, like, Chakota, then going back onto him. Maybe you got it. Maybe you can open up that way. Right? But you can do, like, Chakota, Gion, Yuno, Gion, but then you gotta go Chakota, Yuno afterwards. Yeah, you can only do it on the first rotation, because, like, Yuno definitely gets enough. Yuno definitely does enough attacks. But yeah, no, that's a little bit too ambitious. Yeah, it is too ambitious trying to do a Qinglong every rotation on him. Yeah, that ain't happening. Yeah. Nah. All right. So that's going to be that one. How about we start getting into some of the more exciting stuff? Yeah, how about we start getting into some of the more exciting stuff, ladies and gentlemen? Because, all right, can somebody go find the original 7 out of 10 Kurofest crash out clip while I go take a piss? Yeah, can someone go find that original one? Yeah, because we got a bit of a situation we need to go take a look at. Yeah, I know that's ancient ball knowledge, but yeah, no, we're gonna be looking at that. Alrighty, sorry about that. I had to go check on some shit real quick. Yeah, I had to go check on some stuff real fast. Alrighty. Did we find it? Did we find it? We couldn't find it. I couldn't find it. It's hard.
Thoughts are a waste of breath, bro.
And that's the takeaway.
Robots are a waste of breath, bro. They're worthless. I do not care what those people think. I haven't even looked at the comments. I have a bunch of notifications on YouTube. Do not care what they think.
And then he deleted this video. I'm looking for like the OG one though. Like I'm looking for like the OG, like the OG of the OG. Oh Jesus. Okay. Well, I guess I'll go look for it myself, guys. I guess I'll go look for it myself. All right. I see how it is, ladies and gentlemen. Just it's lost media. There's no way it's lost media. Like I'm looking for like the unedited, like just like completely like fucking crisp, like the fucking OG of the OGs. Jesus, I'm like going into my studio and using like the specific searches, bro. 7 out of 10 in the description. Why are there so many with 7 out of 10 in the description? If I look up 2.5. There we go. The 2.5 story situation is crazy. There, this was a this is truly one of the gentlemen, this is truly one of the It was just this easy to find. Yeah, by Sharky Has. Yeah, no, it was right here. Oh man, now I know my chatters are just a bunch of lazy bums. Man, it was this easy to find? Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. This got deleted? This tweet got deleted. Oh, okay. This tweet got deleted. Oh, I see. So this is truly lost media. It is truly lost media. Quite a bit spicy. So let's just pretty aggressive wording back.
Even looked at the comments. A bunch of notifications on YouTube. Do not care what they think.
I think the first part that confuses me about. Okay, all right. I see now. All right. That's fair. That's fair then. That's fair. Glaive 750. That's probably the best spot for us to take a look at it. Yeah. Glaive's got the OG stuff right here.
What can only be described
Waste of breath.
meltdown, a crash out.
Comments mad.
Okay. All right. Cool, cool, cool. We got it. We got it. We got it. It's still saved media. Don't worry, guys. It's still out there. It's still out there. Okay. Okay. This is a throwback? It's hard to believe that this was like 8 months ago. It's hard to believe that this is 8 months ago. Oh, we got the OG table slam too?
Okay, okay.
Man, that's just... I'm sorry, bro. Every single time this clip plays, I'm laughing, bro. It's so hard not to laugh at this clip. It's so difficult. It's so fucking difficult. Same shirt. Actually, you're not wrong. It is actually the same shirt. If you have divorced parents, oh, he's probably gonna joke. He's probably gonna be offended about that one too. Why did I say that? I don't even remember saying that. Oh, fuck. Back when Saint was young. You have grown weaker after the haircut. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. We gotta get back into it. We gotta get back into it, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty. Okay. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at it again with another Wuthering Waves video, and this time it's going to be a blast to the past based off of some very, very, very public Twitter posts that the Wuthering Waves page has been making, not on just Twitter, but on YouTube as well, in pretty much every single language you can imagine. And the best way for us to do a bit of review over here is to just, well, take a look at what's going on. Spring is bursting into life, and the contenders are fired up. As blossoms unfold, the thrilling spring sports games are set to ignite the season. Tomorrow, Camellia dares you to a head-to-head face-off. Will you rise to the challenge? And, well, you kind of just look at this, right? And you see, like, the Camellia mascot over here, Camille, just, you know, having, like, some fun, doing a bunch of different Olympic sports, all of that, track and field, weightlifting, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what that is, but I guess she's, like, shooting something. And then you see, you know, just across the screen, a bunch of different characters, a bunch of people, but something very, very, very odd right in the center. A 7 and then a 10. Kind of interesting, right? Some might remember this reference. Some might know, if they have the elite ball knowledge, for some of the drama, some of the situations that have occurred in the past. And it's ironic that there are comments like this. This is funny. Fleur de Lis. Why 7? She deserves a 10. And this is where individuals across the space can take the opportunity to get enlightened on the origin of a score like this. Because 7 out of 10, ladies and gentlemen, it's something that's being known or recognized worldwide. You can see we got the EN version over here. We got the JP version over here. And of course, we've even got the fucking Korean version down here as well. And our goal for today is to do a bit of a recollection on why these two numbers are so important and why these two numbers are so incredible in the Wuthering Waves space. So for some context over here, the 7 out of 10 drama was essentially related to the Wuthering Waves 2.5 story. And there have been multiple videos, multiple recollections on just how absurd this drama got. Glaive Keo actually put out an entire video, how a 7 out of 10 review for Wuthering Waves' 2.5 story spiraled into a narrative war. The full story of the Genizad drama. And so if you want some context on Genizad and who he kind of like is as a streamer, Genizad is basically a former Wuthering Waves CC that essentially assassinated his entire reputation in the community by crashing out in one of the most ridiculous ways possible. And the best way for us to take a look at that is to just see the crash out itself, immortalized in history across a bunch of different YouTube videos.
What can only be described as an on-stream meltdown, a crash out.
Comments mad because I yapped during story. I don't care what they
I think the volume's a little bit low. Let me play that back.
Meltdown, a crash out.
Comments mad because I yapped during story. I don't care what they think. Kuro bots are a waste of breath, bro. They're worthless. I do not care what those people think. I haven't even looked at the comments. I have a bunch of notifications on YouTube. Do not care what they think. You know, I'm down to read comments for videos. It's not even worthwhile reading comments when it's about Wuthering Waves, because it's just the dumbest humans in existence always comment. It's not.
So this is a pretty crazy statement to make in pretty much any context ever. And you would have to assume that the comments being made, the things being said, right, to this CC were some of the most vile things imaginable. But I really went ahead. I did a bit of an investigation myself, and the reality of the situation was this. There was nothing that actually happened. There was nothing that was actually said. And I do believe we have a perfect breakdown of the worst actual comment that was made during this situation. Let me go find it over here. It's right. So let's see what some. We had a previous video going over the matter. And this is where we start going over on Genizad's story review of Wuthering Waves 2.5 in a deleted video. The worst comments made by the Wuthering Waves community. The worst comments made that, again, warranted.
Not worth it. They're too stupid to live.
Statements like that. Let's go ahead. Let's go down memory lane together. 9. That might be like 200, right? So this might be at like a solid like 67. During the back and forth was overall response, right? So let's see what some of the comments were saying. My entire time, the last bit during the back and forth was me saying, okay, no, this is literally the top upvoted comment, and there's nothing toxic, negative, nothing like that at all in here. I don't see, this is just commentary on the story. I'm going to preface this prior to my statement, as I don't want to be labeled as toxic. Jenna, I feel like you barely watched the story for this one to have a take of, it confused me. This just sounds like a fair critique from a longtime viewer. I don't think you were yapping as the other comments might echo, but you were definitely not focused. I genuinely hope I am not coming off as rude. All is good. Do those sound like people that don't deserve to live? Does that sound like the most vile shit ever? Does that sound like commentary, right? These are the top upvoted ones, right? Do these look like comments that deserve the amount of feedback, the amount of toxicity that we saw in that crash out? This sounds like a long-time viewer with a legitimate point of feedback, knowing that they have watched your prior streams and your prior content before. I don't necessarily consider this like an overwhelmingly toxic community response. This sounds like somebody that watched the entire stream and overall had a point of critique to say. Because I think I'm doing a fair analysis of this, aren't I? Because like they thought that the stream could have been better if he had done different things, like paying more attention. Yeah, I don't see any toxicity in here. I don't see the whole like maybe there's worse stuff. Let's see. No amount of good storytelling can save a clapped CC that has the attention span of a walnut. Okay, that one's mean. I can confirm, post review, post everything that got reviewed in this comment section, that was the most offensive comment left on Genizad's video. That was the most offensive comment left on his video. No amount of good storytelling can save a clapped CC that has the attention span of a walnut. There's a reason why Genizad is now known by a nickname of Clapped Walnut. If you say the phrase Clapped Walnut in the Wuthering Waves space, he is the streamer. He is the content creator that immediately comes to mind. Guys, do you see how devastating a reference like this is now? Do you see how devastating a callback to a situation like this is now? Where Genizad rated the story 7 out of 10, gave the reasoning of, the language was too flowery, I couldn't understand it. When in reality, he was basically just chatting the whole time, not focusing on whatever the hell was going on. And so a lot of people viewed his rating as illegitimate simply due to the fact that he wasn't paying attention at all to the story. And that's what he was getting called out for in basically every single comment over here. But it was fair criticism. It was honest critique. And the main thing is, aside from being called a clapped walnut, there wasn't really any toxicity at all. But remember, this is what he was saying.
A bunch of notifications on YouTube. Do not care what they think. You know, I'm down to read comments for videos. It's not even worthwhile reading comments when it's about Wuthering Waves, because it's just the dumbest humans in existence always comment.
Those are the comments. You can see all of them. And naturally, the move that Jenna made following this situation was to just delete this video and delete all of the comments as well. So naturally, he couldn't get caught on what was going on. But unfortunately, a statement like this is so volatile. A statement like this is so fucking crazy. And it's obviously just a giant aggro to the entire community. It's been immortalized. And there's a reason why, when you just go ahead, right, and you take a look at this guy's channel, let's just take a look over here. When's the last time he I'm sorry for fucking up his SEO. When's the last time he uploaded a Wuthering Waves video? Let's just... 3.0 is looking crazy. Sure. Let's just see how frequently he uploads compared to when he was uploading before. More than a 7 out of 10 patch. The Wuthering Waves 2.5 situation is crazy. This is where he attempted to apologize for the situation. What? Oh my. That is diabolical. That might be one of the worst like ratios That might be one of the worst like ratios I've seen in Wuthering Waves history. This might be the most disliked Wuthering Waves video ever made. A lot of people didn't like what I said. Let's talk about why. Guys, this is the reputation. This is what he's known for. And there's a reason why he seldomly uploads any Wuthering Waves content at all, when previously he was doing a fair amount of it. And now to see posts like this referenced to in mainstream Wuthering Waves media, Jesus Christ, this has to be one of the most devastating blows I've ever seen to a former content creator of the game that I have ever seen in my fucking life. Because, guys, it gets worse. The crash out gets worse. We're just gonna play the whole fucking thing now.
It's not worth it. They're too stupid to live. It's absurd. It's like, I like Wuthering Waves, but like, man, the online community is just insane, bro. Yeah, they try to pretend that they're so much better than Hoyo, but like they're also shitty. Both can be shitty, man. They always say the craziest shit, even though I play more Wuthering Waves than them, even though I spend more money on Wuthering Waves than them, even though I probably enjoy the game more than them, and that's why I actually give complaints about things that matter. You know what? Why am I being invited to Curl Fest?
His defense of the
Why am I being invited to Kuro Fest and they're not? Well, Genazad, here's a good statement to make in response to that. Why are you getting shit on by the by the Wuthering Waves marketing team and nobody else is? Why is there a fat dookie from the Wuthering Waves artists, from like the Wuthering Waves publishing team? Why are they all shitting on you? And how is it 8 months after the incident, it's still getting referenced and it's still getting talked about? Doesn't this mean this was just possibly the most globally recognized crash out that a gacha gamer, a gacha CC has ever had? And now it's going to be recognized even more? Because, ladies and gentlemen, this is a creator over here who I genuinely think is one of the most farmable individuals on the planet. Because he's got a history, right? He's got a history of not just crashing out when it comes to getting called a clapped walnut. He also has a history of crashing out on behalf of other Wuthering Waves creators who had their sponsorships revoked by Kuro Games. Here, we've got the Maggie situation. And all of you individuals, right? All of you individuals might not be super familiar with what happened over here. Maggie was a content creator for Wuthering Waves who was in the CC program. And one of the rules of the CC program is that you're not allowed to leak things. And what Maggie did was, well, she leaked calculations for unreleased characters, and as a result was kicked out of the program. And so Genazad over here was somebody who, for some odd reason, really wanted to defend Maggie. And as he was reviewing the situation through the retard from Japan's videos, well, he kind of crashed the fuck out. Too, my bad. He's probably going to be offended by that one too. Shit. Hey, well, I guess the laundry list just keeps going.
Okay. What are you fucking people not getting?
It still scares me.
Okay? I literally said from the fucking get-go that this is going too far and overstepping.
Guys, there's theory crafting for Cantarella's kit on the screen, by the way. That's Abyssal Rebirth, the Title Surge Coordinated Attack, Inherent Poison, Hazy Dream, along with the Jolt proc. That's what's in the background of this clip. Under what context is hitting your table like you're in an MMA match? And under what context is doing that justified? Under what context does any of that even make sense? Bro, there is literally a theory crafting Excel sheet in the background.
Do any of you fucking morons still not understand that? I literally said that from the start. Okay? I'm done with you fucking idiots for the past 10 minutes saying, well, actually, it's going too far and it is a leak.
They're talking about contracts and NDAs. That is the framing of this conversation. They're talking about NDAs. And this guy got this fucking heated over them. I made a joke. Hello, officer? And then he got up in arms. Oh, Satan accused me of being a wife beater. You can see over here, this is one of the most performative CCs in the space, where they are under the impression that they can't do any wrong at all, where they can fuck up this badly, basically tell the entire community to go re-roll IRL, that they're worthless, that they're a waste of breath, start doing like the fucking Fortnite dance while like talking about how they're going to Kuro Fest and how much better they are as a person because they spend more money on Wuthering Waves. This guy said all of those things because he got called a clapped walnut and recognized almost no wrongdoing at all in his dog shit, unbelievable apology that just basically got laughed at by the entire space. This is an individual who does not know how to take any accountability at all. And instead of just, I guess, maybe just attempting to salvage their career, all he could say throughout this video was that, man, you guys are really freaking out over the 7 out of 10 score. You guys are really freaking out. I can't believe you guys would make such a big deal out of a score like 7 out of 10. Like, you guys are just mad at me because I rated it low. He still wasn't able to take accountability for the fact that he was, like, bragging about how much money he spent, and that, like, somehow meant that his opinion was worth more. And that he also basically, again, told the entire community to just go do something in Minecraft. And the craziest thing is, guys, he still hasn't done it. He just decided to quit the game and move on instead. Despite the fact that Wuthering Waves was easily the game that made his career. Just spat in the face of the entire community and then moved on. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like anybody else is moving on. Especially not the official Wuthering Waves marketing team. As we head into the anniversary. Because how else do you explain this? Imagine being referenced in this way. Imagine being considered this much of a laughingstock by the developers themselves. This is what happens, ladies and gentlemen, when you completely assassinate your own reputation as a content creator. And the fact that I'm seeing official materials from Kuro Games talking about this exact issue, bringing it back up so that we can all share a laugh again. Holy fuck. Because one thing is abundantly clear regarding this circumstance. I think that these artists are from CN. I think that this is a CN sort of like created image that proceeded to get translated, do all of that stuff, right? And one thing that's obvious from this situation is that the 7 out of 10, Genocide drama, all of that, his dog shit apology, all of those things, they pissed the fuck out of CN. He was literally becoming mainstream for how absurd his crash out was, to the point where this Glaive Kyo video, right, that we were talking about before, this Glaive Kyo video over here that goes through the entire drama, guys, are by the it got translated and advertised all over Billy. And then it's just comment after comment, right? Of people just shitting on him. And the funniest thing ever was that Genocide was trying to blame me. LOL, my community? You know I can look at statistics on my own videos, right? It's literally all Saint viewers. Why the fuck is China shitting down your throat then? Like why is everybody in China shitting down your throat? Is China full? Are these all Saint viewers as well? This is the type of guy he is. Still to this day, trying to blame everybody else in this situation, try to blame anybody he can find. Except himself. And one thing that the content creation space really loves doing is making fun of people that can't take accountability. And I think this is the reason why we're seeing this dredge back up again. Because, ladies and gentlemen, he became such a massive meme that at Kuro Fest itself, right, this event that he bragged about going to, guys, there were literal CN players that went to Kuro Fest 2 and, like, followed him around and took photos of him. Imagine that your EN Wuthering Waves 2.5 story take was so ridiculous and the situation became so absurd that you had on the ground CN Wuwa players so invested that they found him at Kuro Fest. And obviously, we addressed the situation ourselves. We were saying Cia's going a little bit too far over here. I don't think they were taking on the role of, like, harassing him. I think they were taking on the role of, like, paparazzi at this point. He is a celebrity. This guy is basically a notorious celebrity. That's how far this went, ladies and gentlemen. That's how far this has gone. And I think it has been immortalized in CN as a whole, because genuinely, he went fucking viral for how absurd his takes were and how absurd his commentary was to the entire community. He's a fucking celeb. And what better way to bring that situation back up than to have it in official Wuthering Waves marketing material? Infamous. And I'm going to be honest, knowing the history that I have with this guy, knowing that this individual, right, is on the record trying to blame me for everything that happened to him, when the reality is he's the one that told the entire community to go re-roll IRL. I didn't make him say that. He's the person that crashed out over constructive criticism in his comments section, right? And getting called a clapped walnut, with that being the most offensive fucking comment there. He's the one that crashed out because of that. I didn't make him crash out. And of course, when it comes to shit like the Maggie situation, his, like, pink girlfriend, right? Because I don't know why the fuck else you would start performing MMA on your fucking furniture if not for somebody that you deeply cared about, right? I didn't make him do that. He decided to karate chop the shit out of that on his own. But he wants to find a way to make me the root cause of everything, ladies and gentlemen. And so naturally, bro's like a snake in my boot. We got to get him out. We got to expose him. We got to show him the light. And so at every single opportunity, yes, ladies and gentlemen, we do that. And so hopefully, this history lesson over here, this breakdown over here, right? This granting of the elite ball knowledge regarding this score, hopefully it was helpful. Let me know what you all thought. Peace out. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Well played, Wuthering Waves. Well played. The first OG 7 out of 10 crash out.
Sorry,
okay,
okay,
continue.
wait, really quick, wait. Oh, sorry.
Oh my gosh, you know what? Why don't we do that? Yeah, why don't we take a look at that? This is also. And if you're wondering a little bit, ladies and gentlemen, about why Jenazad and I have such a rough and tenuous history together, let me direct you to a stream that I had, our very first interaction one-on-one ever. I don't think things were ever the same after this one.
Like, you know, it gets views. You're 100% correct. You are not wrong whatsoever, right?
A big item.
Okay,
continue.
wait, really quick, wait. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but really quick, bro, your chat is so aggressive, it's insane, dude. Like,
Where? Just.
Like, people were like, oh, he's a snowflake, just let him talk. Bro, I just want to have a civil discussion. I'm not, like, trying to have, like, this fat argument, you dumb fuck. You stupid morons in chat. Like, oh, you baby. Bro, because I'm trying to talk to another human, you dumb fucking idiot. Okay?
Where?
Okay? You stupid morons in chat that are faceless. You can't even speak, okay? You don't have a voice, so shut the fuck up, dumbass.
This was the first interaction I had on stream with him. He asked to come on to stream, and then he did this. there's not a single offensive comment being made by anybody in chat.
Okay? I'm trying to have a discussion with someone else, not you, you dumb moron. Okay?
Guys, let's relax
Very
and chat a
simple.
little bit. Let's relax. Guys,
Like,
it's
bro, bro, in
he's
your chat earlier, when I said I had 1,900 things, I had like a couple people literally at me like, you're an idiot. Because I had 1,900 echoes. Like,
so bro's like crying because like he had a full echo inventory and like people in chat were calling him dumb because his inventory was full. Bro, it's like do the crash outs make sense, ladies and gentlemen? Does the grudge make sense? Do the comments where Mr. 7 out of 10 over here, the clapped walnut, right, was trying to blame me for everything, right? They all are starting to make way more sense, right? This dude has the emotional stability of a fucking fruitcake. And he's held on to that grudge. And obviously, because I play a lot of Wuthering Waves, make a lot of videos and stuff, I think he just hates the game too because it's related to me. I genuinely think that. Because otherwise, how can you explain this crazy man, right? How can you explain this crazy guy somehow finding a way, right, to pin all of this on me? His crash out, him telling people to reroll IRL, him getting memed on in CN, him getting constructively critiqued in his comment section, him deleting his own video, him apologizing like a fucking moron. He tries to pin all of it on me. But thankfully, obviously, you can tell by the like ratios and the shit like that. Nobody in the space bought it. And this shit was so ridiculous. Even Kuro Games is making fun of him too. Well, ain't that a kick in the head? Bro, it's just, this is the thing. After all of that, and you see him try to blame me for all of this shit, I'm just gonna be honest, guys, right? Like, you might say, oh, Saint, just leave him alone. Saint, you're going overboard. No, I'm not. Shut up, pussy. How about he says sorry? How about he says sorry properly for once? Oh, wait, he's not physically capable of doing that because the only apology he gave me was, I'm sorry if I ever did something to you. Eat my fucking booty hole, moron. Jesus Christ. Oh, I'm sorry if I ever did something to you. Retard. Fucking EQ of a fucking cucumber. Mental fortitude of a julienne zucchini. All right. All right. Show ZZZ numbers. Do we need to show ZZZ numbers anymore? Nobody is playing that game. I know for a fact nobody is playing that game. I know for a fact they're not. Nah, Bro, they actually hit triple digits for the first time in the game's history. Why do you think the community is begging me to play the game? Why do you think this community is begging me to play the game? They literally need this. They literally need this. They need me. Why do you think they keep asking? Hey, maybe we'll play it again on the next relaunch. Maybe we'll play it again when it relaunches for 3.0, bro. Right? The community equals Nando? No, it's not just Nando. You guys don't seem to recognize that. They're begging me to come back. But I won't because the game is just literally shit. It's possibly, like... It's definitely better than Enfield, but it's still garbage. AKE also hit like 300 viewers last night. Oh boy. Oh boy. No way. Nah, it hit 200 viewers. Bro, what is this chart? This looks like a city skyline, not a fucking view chart. What the fuck is this? What the fuck? I have never seen a 7-day chart that looks like this before. What the fuck even is this? Hey, it gets better in 1.2 when the game relaunches. Bro, I cannot wait for the 1.2 video or live stream. I can't wait, bro. Holy shit. I need to see what the category looks like right now, actually. Let's see what we got over here. Let's see what we got over here. Well, when Gateo's the second biggest streamer in the category, you probably should just EOS the game. Yeah, if Gateo is your second biggest streamer, you should just end service. I'm going to be so for real with you. Dude, what happened to this guy? Wasn't he at like a solid 300 CCV? How did he manage to go down to 100? That is diabolical work. I'm going to be honest, bro. I thought he had like a stable community of like retarded people that would like constantly watch him, but like now he's stuck at 100. Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, he was like 300 a year ago. Fucking Thanos snapped 2 times. They probably went back on their meds. Fair enough. Fair enough. What are we looking like right now? Hey, it's me and then a bunch of Spanish and Russian people. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. And then someone watching cooking videos. Nice. Yeah, I feel like we've kind of ended up in a circumstance where, like, I guess EN streamers just don't stream right now. That I feel like that's kind of where we've gone. They just decide, nah, I'm just not gonna stream right now. Fuck it, we'll go in the evening. Because I never see any EN people on it this time. Not a single one. And this is still Wuthering Waves in, like, its worst patch in several months. It's, like, the worst patch since October. It's been half a year since 2.7. You guys do realize that, right? It's been half a year since 2.7. So, yeah, 2.7 was, like, the last giga filler, like, dog shit content patch. And 2 days will be the Enfield live stream. Yeah. Yeah. To be fair, there's nothing to do. Guys, why do you think we've been doing, like, tier lists and stuff like that? Why do you think we've been doing those? Hey, at least End State Matrix is pretty interesting, right? At least we have the end game resets. At least we have the end game resets. That's why end game resets are important. And that's also why AKE is dying. There's no content in that game, and the end game is dog shit. Woo! Recipe for disaster, ladies and gentlemen. There's a new survey in AKE. Oh, they're only doing one this time? Alright, why don't we just go ahead and get that AKE video going? Yeah, why don't we just go ahead and get it going? Let me start compiling some glue, actually. Yeah, no, we've got a little bit delayed today. Wow, it's been 2 hours and I haven't really done anything. That's impressive. Yeah, you know what? That's impressive. That's impressive now that I think about it. This might be the most, like, goofy day we've had. We've kind of just been fucking around the entire day today. Which is, like, fine. It's not really a big deal. But I've got to pull up some past clips. Where's Endfield'S 4th survey is a disaster. Yeah, why not? Why not? Returnee event? Sure. We could get that one going. What about the I was right video? Enfield 1.1 is a disaster, 1,000,000%. Enfield will never listen. I was wrong about that one. They said they might be fixing it. Gacha's dead, blah, blah, blah. And where is Hypergryph's strongest warrior? Hypergryphting 101. Enfield 1.1 is already dead. Okay, now I gotta scroll back a little bit further for the I was right video. I gotta scroll back a little bit further. Where are we over here? Because Enfield, it turns out Enfield might... Oh, here we go. Enfield woke up. There we go. That's a video that basically encompasses all the shit wrong with the fucking game that, like, should be fixed, but, like, the devs are refusing to fix it because they're the most egotistical, stupid fucking developers I've ever seen in the space. The most egotistical, dumb fucking devs I've ever seen. Wow. Incredible YouTube results, ladies and gentlemen. Truly a pioneer in how to kill your game on launch. Good job, guys. Yep, that's Tang Tang. That's Rossi. Wow. Dude, it just gets lower and lower every day. It just gets lower and lower every day. That's it. It's trash. Check Google searches. It's the same photo. Like, there's really not even a noticeable difference. In fact, possibly it looks even worse. Nah, it's the same photo. Yeah, it's just a big version of DNA. Yeah, it's just a big version of DNA. All right. All right. So apparently there's this whole games radar post over here. Get this fucking shit off my screen, motherfucker. What is this? Bro, why is this designed in such a shit way? Holy fucking hell. Oh boy, they got a whole ass article over here. Bro, this website sucks ass. Okay, all right. We've got an entire breakdown from the devs. Boy, I can't wait for this one. Boy, I cannot wait for this one. Maybe they'll destroy DJ next patch? Hell yeah, brother. Yo, Yisu Valdi, appreciate the raid, man. All right, let's get this shit going. Let's get this shit going. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it appears that the light might be finally seen at the end of the tunnel for Arknight's Enfield. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it appears that these developers might have taken their head out of their asshole for the first time during this game's launch, and they might actually start listening to players, listening to the 6, 7, 8, 9 surveys that they sent out, and, you know, have decided to actually start implementing some fixes, some changes to their dog shit gacha system. Because we've got a Games Radar article over here summarized like this. Arknight's Enfield lead says good gacha systems don't impact the player's ability to enjoy the gameplay. And Enfield is trying to fix its confusing gacha. You can kind of view this as an admission that Enfield's gacha system is so convoluted, so shit, and so predatory that it's impacting a player's ability to enjoy the game. Because why else would they say this? And thankfully, there's an entire article ready for us. But before we dive into the article, I just want to see some general commentary from the community itself. Because this is the Enfield subreddit, where you're probably going to find the most tribalistic warriors in support of the game, especially knowing that this game is at some of the lowest levels of engagement the gacha space has ever seen. Bro, this is the interest in YouTube searches for the game over the past 3 months. Look at that launch. Ooh, killer. Ooh, killer. Ooh, okay, not very good, right? This is like Yvonne's release. That's the 1.1 devlog. People are like, oh, this patch is a steaming pile of dog shit. Interest all the way goes back down. They got Tay-Tay's release, and they're like, oh, wait, this patch is a bunch of dog shit. Sate was right. Interest goes down. Then Rossi's release, but there's no fucking players left. And now it's going all the way back down. And you don't have to take just my word for it. All you got to do is take a look at one of the biggest gacha guide creators in the space. You guys ready for this one? Boom, boom, boom. We're going to have I Win to Lose Gaming. Let's take a look at how some of his guides for Enfield have been received lately. Tang Tang, guide and showcase, 34K. 34K views 2 weeks ago. Then Rossi, 62. Bro, does this look like I Win to Lose's channel? Does this look like I Win to Lose's channel? The guy that's regularly getting like 200, 300K views on his videos. Bro, just take a look at that past Lovey one, 178, right? Oh, look at this. The 6-star selector, 142. This is the reality, ladies and gentlemen. This game is so unpopular. It's so shit that people are literally sacrificing their channel spot in the algo to make videos on it. That's why people only make videos and stream this game when they're paid. They literally only do it when they're fucking paid. And you don't have to look any further, right, than just the Twitch tracker statistics to see what viewership is looking like for it. Bro, this shit looks like a fucking city skyline. How many skies? Like, bro, is this not the most sponsored shit you've ever seen in your fucking life? Everyone's like, all right, I did my hour. I did my 2 hours. I'm out. Bro, what the fuck even is this? Does this even look like slightly regular viewership? Does it even look like slightly regular fucking stream schedules? Huh? The answer is no. And the answer to this situation is Hypergryph, instead of fixing the game, instead of being the greediest rat fucking bastards in the gacha space, they are just paying people to pretend to play the game. They're just paying people to pretend to like the game. And that is the reality of what's going on over here. And so to see a statement like this, Arknight's Enfield lead says good gacha systems don't impact the player's ability to enjoy the gameplay. Well, that kind of just is an admission, right? Especially when the game is hitting. Hello, darkness, my old friend. When the game is hitting 256 viewers on 68 channels. That's an average of 4 viewers per channel, by the way. Maybe if that's what viewership engagement is looking like, and well, well, this is what the game looks like on YouTube, and this is what the game looks like on Google Trends. Maybe they're finally recognizing they have done fucked it all up. So why don't we go ahead? Why don't we take a look at what the community feels about the gacha system? Keep filling out surveys and keep asking for more. I'm not sure if the actual income is worse, but it's fundamentally a failure because it feels bad to interact with the gacha system. I think 120 progress should carry over. Blah, blah, blah. If it weren't for the 120 pull counter resetting every banner, I wouldn't have too many. Oh, right. All critiques, all commentary about what's wrong with the gacha system. And you want to know one thing I've said, ladies and gentlemen, about this gacha system that I've said for a very long time? Let's just see over here. Let's just see over here. Let's take a look at this one. Remember this video that I released a year ago? The worst gacha in gacha gaming? How I talked about how the design of Endfield'S gacha system was the most stringent dog shit piece of thing ever in existence before the game released a whole fucking year ago, because this was released in fucking like 2025, bro. The start of 2025, and I said the 120 pity, none of that shit carrying over, it was gonna kill the game. This is what happens when you don't hold devs accountable. This is what happens when you just grift and take on sponsorships like it's no big fucking deal. You don't actually critique the shit that you're shilling for. You end up with the entire community thinking the game is fucking garbage because of things that should have been fixed that never end up getting fixed. And you can see so many comments about the 120 pity. So many comments about the ability to lose all your pity. So many comments about all this resetting, all this expiring. Everything in the fucking game expires. And nobody fucking plays it anymore. Because the devs are bastards. So, let's go ahead and see. Have these bastards found Jesus? Have these individuals who, with their heads stuck up their ass, sniffing all of their own farts instead of actually listening to the feedback of players, are they finally starting to realize that they're killing the game? Let's find out. We are also calculating how many polls players can get every version. Why is the developer saying that? Don't they know? Wait, so they just released... Does this mean that they released Enfield 1.1 without actually knowing how many polls the players were going to get? That's why you only had 60 polls in Enfield 1.1? Only 60 polls? When there's a resetting pity. A resetting 120 pull pity, and they only gave out 60 in the first patch of the game. Wow, these guys are retarded. Never mind, this inspired no faith in me. Let's keep reading. Even by gacha standards, progression and monetization in Arknight's Enfield is pretty confusing. Before and at launch, the newly released action RPG spin on whatever drew criticism for convoluted currencies, opaque character drop rates, and pity maximums, and a rotating banner system that obscures how your investment is tracked. So basically, the way that the Enfield gacha system works is that there is a 80 pity guarantee for like a 50-50, and there's no guarantee for the character until 120. And you can lose an infinite number of 50-50s on your way to 120. An awesome system that nobody likes. In an interview with Games Radar, lead developer Ryan, his preferred name for the press is Ryan short for retard, discussed the response to Endfield'S gacha system and some plans to refine it, as well as the... as well as the impact of these systems on games as well as the impact of these systems on games as a whole. Ryan acknowledges different responses to gacha systems between Asian and Western audiences. People can be critical about the gacha part of the game because they're not used to the monetization model. No, bitch. A bunch of players of Enfield are knowledgeable about the gacha model. It's just they're playing games that don't have a cancerous gacha system like this one. Sorry for showing the better game. Where you just, I don't know, can use your currency that you used for the pulls, right, on the weapon banner, right? This is a concept that doesn't exist in Arknight's Enfield because you get your weapon pull currency in Arknight's Enfield from pulling on the gacha. This would be like in Wuthering Waves, the better game, the objectively better game. Like, holy fuck, it's so much better. Only being able to get Forging Tides, the weapon pulls from here. God damn, I can get... Oh, that's a lot. Anyways, imagine if in Wuwa you could only get weapon pulls with Afterglow Coral. There was no other way in the game. That is essentially how Enfield's pull system works. You have to pull on the character banner. And the funniest part is, if you win early in this game, sorry, in the other game, Enfield, you will not have enough pulls to go on the weapon banner. That is how Enfield operates. If you win 50-50 too early in Enfield, say goodbye to the weapon, bro. Unless you decide to start just throwing pulls, right? Throwing pulls at the fucking banner when the pity resets. Throwing pulls at a banner when the fucking pity resets, bro. Bro, like I think I got like a perfect screenshot of it here. Right? Only 100 attempts left to guarantee. Those tickets that we... This meant that I already pulled 20 times on this banner, right? I would have to keep throwing pulls at this, right? Get closer and closer to 0 just to get the weapon pulls that I need to get the character's weapon. And then what happens afterwards? It resets back to 120, bro, on the next banner. So you waste pulls to get the weapon if you win early. That shit is pathetic, right? That shit is so anti-player. That shit is so unfriendly, it's unreal. And this game had like 20 fucking surveys talking about how shit the game was in 1.0. And they responded to none of it. They changed nothing. They gave out 60 polls in 1.1. And the end result is that the game is at some of the most dog shit viewership levels the space has ever seen. And the only way it gets sustained is from the devs paying people to pretend to play the game. Disgusting. Garbage. Hilarious. That it's taken this long to address this. And I love, right, that they're saying, oh, it's just all the fault of those stupid Westerners. Yeah. Let's just blame geopolitics for this one. No, retard. It's because Westerners play Genshin Impact. Westerners play Wuthering Waves. Westerners play ZZZ, HSR. And all of those games have an objectively, absurdly better gacha system than the dog shit that is in Enfield. Imagine these guys trying to shirk responsibility saying, oh, it's just the fault of those stupid Westerners. Shut the fuck up, retard. Ryan. Retard. But even some folks who fluently speak gacha balked at Enfield's dated and complicated setup, so Hypergryph is eyeing improvements. Ryan, retard, says we are giving out more in-game currencies. Where? For a start, and we use questionnaire in our in-game data to see if players are feeling paywalled by the gacha system. This stupid motherfucker sent out 5 surveys in 1.0, and then 1.1 had 60 polls and no changes to the gacha system. Are they just lying? This guy's just lying. I have never seen a developer lie this much. Currently, Enfield is on survey number 7. They're on survey number 7, and these issues that he says they're addressing, bro's just lying. How is a dev lie this much? You think viewership would be this low? You want to know half the reason why nobody plays or watches anyone play this game? Because we don't have anything to fucking do in it. This game launched with like absolutely no fucking content in the new version update. There is no polls, so nobody engages with the gacha. Nobody does anything. They don't do anything in game, so they don't want to bother watching anybody that does anything in game. Bro, like this is what the cat... Oh my god. Oh, it just gets worse and worse. 900... It keeps going down. I refreshed and we lost 20 more. What is this? This is what you wanted? Why are you even bothering to just pay people to play this thing, bro? What is this, bro? This is insane, bro. This is the category. It's pathetic. I don't even know what anybody's doing. He's looking at fucking porn. To help offset or prevent that paywall effect, the opening hours of Endfield'S have been adjusted. What about every player that played the fucking game, I don't know, since launch, you stupid idiots? Retard. Ryan says, and designated selection permits have been added to let players grab a character of their choice quickly. Wow, so what should have been in the game on release and what you only decided to release after the PayPal fiasco where you turned off the PayPal button and then said it was fixed after people got thousands of dollars drained from their fucking accounts and then you got blacklisted by PayPal and you refuse to take accountability for it still and the PayPal button is just still off even though it's been like 3 fucking months? And want to talk about that, Ryan? Most of the players can build a top tier team in the current version. Who asked? He says, that's our goal, to give out more resources for players to build useful teams. He continues, and for players who think there are too many currencies in the UI, it sometimes can be confusing. We're also trying to combine some of the currencies to make it more clear for players. You know what? I need to go turn on this shit game for a second over here. I'm sorry. I haven't logged in for like 10 days. I don't care. The game is so bad. I haven't logged in for 10 days. I'll admit it, bro. I'll admit it. I'll admit it. I'll admit it. Fuck it. Oh, sorry for showing the better game. Anyways, I'm starting up Enfield. I'm starting up Enfield right now. Give me a second. Oh, I need to show you guys just what the fuck they do in this stupid ass fucking UI. Bro, it's a criminal that the game released like this. Fucking criminal, bro. No, I can't believe that this is the commentary that they have. Bro, just get ready for this shit. Bro, just get ready for this. Oh, I was halfway to the returnee event? True. Yeah, maybe I should just quit for another 10 days. Maybe I should just quit for another 10 days, guys. So I could get... Why is there a returnee event? Begging players to come back to the game. Because, guys, you want to know how long you have to have left the game? 21 days! They put a returnee event in 1.0 of the game! How badly do you need to fuck up for somebody to quit 21 days in the launch patch? Anyways, I'm not eligible for that anymore. Because I gotta make this video. Anyways, we're on the topic of contesting Ryan's take on the UI. Get ready for this one, lads. Get ready for this one. This unit came out like 5 days ago. I'm only on day 2 of the sign-in event. Wait, sorry. Let me just, let's just go with the pull page for a second over here. That is the UI for the currencies in this fucking game, bro. They look like this. They all look like the same fucking thing. Bro, how are you supposed to tell the difference between these three? Huh? Look at that. This one's the regular ticket. This one's a ticket with like a fucking hourglass thing on it. This is like a ticket. What the fuck even is that? They have a separate UI button for the 10x permit? What? Why even have this item in the game? How greedy do you have to be to make it this confusing? What is wrong with these guys? That is the UI in the poll menu, where the next button naturally is, ooh, time to go buy some stuff. Oh boy, time to go buy some stuff, right? And then make sure that I also pay with the preferred platform of not PayPal. Just delete the button from the game, you fucking idiots. How is it still there and still under maintenance? You're blacklisted. Just take it out. And look at all those different FOMO levers.
Ooh, 23 headhunting attempts left to get urgent recruitment. A free 10x on the next banner, but it's not actually free.
Hey, maybe we'll get lucky here. Oh boy, I got the 5-star, bro. If it's Jaiha again, I'm... Great. Now that I got her, I could demonstrate for you why this game is so shit. Bro, in other games where if you got a 5-star, right, you would just be able to go ahead and, like, redeem them for shit like this, get some permanent pulls, stuff like that. You know what happens in this fucking shit game? You can only redeem your excess 5-star characters, your dupes, for this blue shit that can only be used on expiring pulls. Bro, these guys are nickel and diming you. Not just in, like, the gacha and all of that. They nickel and dime you in the rebate store, too. Bro, this gacha system, this rebate system, this currency system, bro, they got, like, what the fuck even is this? Endpoint? Quota exchange? They got purple shit, too. They got bond quota. Then they got AI... They have all those currencies as well. It's just a gigantic fuck you to the player. Just a giant fuck you to the player. How do you even get the purple stuff? Sell your soul. I think this is what happens when you get, like, past P5 of a character. Like, you need to get, like, a 6th copy of a P5 unit. You need to get 6 copies of a character to start accumulating this shit, bro. Are you serious? Yeah, that's why everybody has 0 unless they're Fob Master. Anyways. How is the only commentary you make on that shit, right? Oh, yeah, the currencies are a little confusing. No, bitch, you designed them in the most convoluted way possible to just confuse players and, of course, not actually give them any fucking real use or resources other than expiring dog shit ones. That's the reality. The greediest devs in gacha history, the most egotistical retards I've ever seen that sniff their own farts on a daily basis and think it's gold. As they bring the game to its fucking knees with their horrible decision-making on a fucking version basis.
And we are still creating more questionnaires for the next version to see if our adjustment works.
I'm not even gonna comment on that. I'm not... Survey completion rewards. Survey completion rewards. Survey completion rewards. Survey... How many more do you need? In a follow-up comment, a Hypergryph representative clarified that these gacha optimizations are at a discussion level. With no firm changes to share immediately. Just EOS the game. I don't. These guys are so incapable. They're so lazy. They're so stupid. They're so overconfident in fucking their own decision making. They think they can do no wrong. Everyone's shitting on it to every degree. Content creators avoid the game like the fucking plague unless they have a sponsor deal. Everybody doesn't want to watch it. Nobody wants to view it. You have 4 average fucking viewers per Twitch channel, and you're still over here pretending that there's nothing wrong while your fucking house is on fire. Good lord. Good fucking lord. Like many of today's Western gacha players, I got into the game through Genshin Impact, and I've tried other games since. I still play Genshin regularly, but from day 1 through to today, gacha systems have always seemed like something you tolerate, not something you enjoy. High rolling is fun, sure, but that's a flimsy defense of a predatory system which I compare to alcohol. Fun in moderation, but entirely capable of ruining you. I asked Ryan about the unavoidable friction of gacha. A monetization first, fun second system built around luck and scarcity. Wow, weren't there so many content creators, the most hypergrifting retards in the space, saying game first, gacha second? Oh. What game? What game? There's nothing to do in this fucking game. How he defines a good gacha system. He says the important part is to find out how players in game are affected. They're all quitting. You know they're all quitting because you put a returnee event in the game. You already know everyone's quitting the game because it's shit. We have to ensure that players, including free players, are not paywalled by the system. Yeah, that's why you put 60 polls in 1.1 with a 120 penny guarantee that resets every banner and 17-day banners. They can experience all the content if they pay. For us, it's important to monitor all players, including the free players. Why would you say that twice? What team they are using, what difficulties they are facing in the combat of the world and dungeons. Can they build and experience most of the game's content? That's a major concern for us. Hey, you want to see the design of this game's endgame? Let me show you. Let me show you the design of this game's endgame real fast. This is what they did. Check this shit out. Check this shit out. Where is it? Is it monumental etching? This is the design of the game's endgame. Get ready. During Enraged, operators cannot regenerate SP naturally. They just remove the core mechanics of the game so that you're influenced to pull Rossi, who generates SP. Operators cannot perform perfect dodge. They just remove the ability to dodge from the game so you're influenced to pick a ranged character who CCs enemies so that they don't attack you, like Yvonne and Tang Tang. Bro, their endgame is them removing mechanics from the game so that it's painful to play the non-shield teams. You don't have to dodge when you're playing Yvonne and Tang Tang. So they make it so that you can't dodge. And so the only team that doesn't feel like you have AIDS playing with is the Yvonne Tang Tang team. Then, guess what? When you're playing with Rossi, you shit out SP because she generates a fuck ton. Oh, she doesn't generate SP, she just eats up heat infliction from the combos? Great, whatever, right? Great, she doesn't need to spend it. Great, Rossi's a character that doesn't need to spend SP. Great. And they make it so that you can't generate any. I care so little about the shit when it's this fucking shield. Yeah, I don't even know what her fucking kit does, but it's obvious this is the endgame mode that's designed for her. Put in a bunch of barriers, put in a bunch of fucking hoops to make all other teams feel cancerous to play, other than the one that's on banner right now. They're already doing that. They're already doing that in version 1.1 of the game in like the first endgame reset they've ever fucking had. It is already happening. And now they're out here talking about, oh, yeah, we're just trying to make the game feel better. Yeah, for maybe the fucking devs' wallets. We're also calculating how many pulls players can get every version. What do you mean you are calculating? Is that not calculated already? You are the developer of the game. How do you not know how many pulls are in the version? What? What? Are you just like YOLOing it? And like now you're like, oh, wait, man. Yeah, maybe 61 wasn't that. Maybe 61 wasn't enough. Yeah, maybe we maybe undershot it. How do you not know? To see how many characters they are expected to get every version. At this pace, you are guaranteeing 1 out of 4 characters every 2 versions. Is that a good rate to you? Those feedback questionnaires and in-game data ensure that. To minimize the impact of the gacha system on the gameplay experience, so most of the players are not affected by the system to enjoy our game. Okay, well, just know that you are fucking it all up right now, and nobody wants to play the game anymore. Here. And here. But still, there are options for paying users to acquire more players. I don't even want to read the rest of this because it's pissing me off. So for me, I think the most important part of the gacha system is to not impact the player's ability to enjoy the gameplay. This guy is actually retarded. This is the worst interview or the worst dev interview I think I've ever seen, and he just made the game look worse. I cannot believe they were allowed to publish this. He should have just been like, I'm sorry, can you not do anything with that interview? This is the worst thing I think I've ever seen a dev say. The necessity of pulls per patch math demonstrates the irreconcilable give and take of gacha systems. At best, they can be more generous and less frustrating. Personally, I find myself hoping for less gacha cruft. Is that even a word? Entirely, and more... Okay, alright. Whatever. This is clearly the most tone-deaf developer interview I think anyone has ever made. This dude, Ryan, over here, has to be one of the most retarded developers I think I've ever seen. And the fact that he was allowed to say this article was allowed to be made, and then they also just straight up said, yeah, we're not doing anything. Yeah, we're just discussing it. There aren't any changes planned, but we're planning on talking about potential changes, but nothing's set in stone. That's all it is. It's just talking. And what I know for certain, right, is that it's entirely super likely that nobody in this Reddit thread actually read it except for this fucking guy right here 5 hours ago. This is the only guy that mentioned, yeah, this entire thing was just the usual corporate talk. It boils down to the walking wallets playing our game are not opening as far as we want to, so we are pretending to be nicer for a better opportunity. We are sorry our players feel that way. They're wrong, obviously, type of stuff. People, oh, and great, they're calling out this retarded West-East take. People can be critical about the gacha part of the game because they're not used to this monetization method, but in East Asia, players are more used to the gacha system. This especially is so incredibly telling, pretending that people who think the gacha system in Enfield is especially shitty just because they're not used to it? No, that's the Mr. Jokey take. What the fuck are we even talking about? People are used to the gacha system in better games. And so they see this awful, disgusting shit in Enfield, and they're like, developers, go fuck yourself. Just more corpo garbage by the most tone-deaf devs in the space. So yes, I guess Hypergryph is listening to their own farts, because they fixed absolutely fucking nothing, just like they did after their 7 fucking surveys in 1.0, and guess what they're going to do after this most recent dog shit survey in 1.1. They're just going to tell you via subliminal message to just go fuck yourself, as they have done since the launch of this shitty fucking game. And you know that's a fact. I don't even need to do predictions. You know that's exactly what's going to occur, because why would you think that something's going to happen after survey number 7 when surveys 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 yielded absolutely nothing? You know the definition of insanity, right? We all saw that shit from Far Cry 3, right? Voss, that motherfucker, right? Where you keep doing the same thing over and over and over and you expect a different result. This is survey number 7. Are you going to expect them to actually start listening now? You can't. You can't. They just never will. The game will never be fixed. That's a fact at this point. And to think anything else is literally the definition of insanity. Surprising level of greed. The devs are killing their own game. They don't care, bro. I'm pretty sure. I think this game is a money laundering scheme. Legit. I actually think this game is a money laundering scheme. I feel like it's being used by, like, Chinese investors to, like, clean their fucking profits, bro. I think the number one spender in this game are, like, Chinese drug dealers. No joke. No joke. Straight up. I think the number one demographic of this game is Chinese drug dealers. Cleaning their cash. I will say crashing out over this game is so fun because there's so much shit in it. And there's so much shit you get to say because the devs are such rat fucking bastards. It's crazy. Straight up, the devs are just such fucking bastards. It's crazy. What game are you gonna play next? I mean, there's only like fucking NTE left, bro. And then hopefully Rewinding Cadence and Silver Palace come out too soon. Because Enfield, bro, put that shit in the bin, bro. You know no content creator is playing that shit. Why would you play a game as a CC that nobody else wants to play? Bro, Enfield literally is Chinese Raid Shadow Legends. Oh my fucking god. Enfield is Chinese Raid Shadow Legends. They just be putting the ads and the sponsored videos out, but nobody be playing that shit. Chinese Raid. That's an insult to Raid Shadow Legends? The OG Arknights is more successful than Enfield? That's embarrassing, isn't it? I'm gonna be real. The fact that regular AK is getting more viewership, more engagement, blah, blah. Wait, I need to actually see if that's the case. Wait. I'm 999% sure it is more popular on YouTube, actually. Just fire the whole dev team. I'm gonna be honest. Just fire everybody. Like, you are so incapable. You are so pathetic. You are so clueless as just a, like, development team that the regular Arknights has higher levels of engagement than Enfield. You don't deserve to have your jobs. None of you deserve your jobs. You are paycheck stealing bums. Unless this was intended and you are just intentionally driving the game into the ground for fun, you are paycheck stealing bums. Fuck. Holy shit. Ding ding dong. Pathetic, pathetic, pathetic individuals, bro. Pathetic development team. Ain't no way. No, ain't no way it's literally going down to 800 viewers during my segment. Ain't no way. Oh, Gateo went off. Oh, damn. Gateo was saving the game, bro. Do we have more viewers than the entire Enfield category right now? I think we do, right? We probably have more viewers than the entire Enfield category. Almost. We're at 800. I mean, I will be fair about this one thing. Gacha on Twitch is 100% like fucking dying. It's just our channel has been going in the opposite direction. We've just been growing while the rest of the space has been going down. That is pretty much like an undeniable fact at this point. Because like everyone's views are like in the fucking gutter. Like everybody's. But I think Enfield killed the space. I actually do think Enfield killed the space. I'm not even trying to joke. Fucking murdered it by being so bad. And then of course everyone took the fucking Enfield bag. And so everybody who like was playing Enfield because like their CC was playing it, they're just like, oh wait, you guys are scammers. Wait, you guys scammed us. That's the take. The Enfield bag came at a cost. I actually do want to see, like, somebody should compile it. What happened to Enfield's biggest grifters? What has happened to their growth? What has happened to their channels after the Enfield grift? I'm just wondering. Like, surely we should be able to see who was, like, shilling the game the most. Well, Fob got hacked due to AKE. This is the thing. I don't want to bag on Fob at all for AKE, because even though he plays the game a lot, bro, he shits on the game a lot. Bro, like, there's just a Fob clip that I get sent every other day of him just, like, taking a shit on the game. He is, like, talking shit about the gacha system. He's talking shit about how there's nothing to fucking do in it. Talking about how he got his ass hacked because of it. All that shit, right? So, nah, he's been one of the game's biggest critics as well. Respect for not kissing Corpo ass. Guys, I hope the Enfield bag is good enough for people, because, like, straight up, like, dude, like, people ain't be getting... There's just nothing, there's nothing here, bro. There's nothing here. What is this? Oh, it's almost good. It's about to hit 700 now. It's about to hit 700 now. Hey, hey, yeah. You know, let's see over here. Let's see over here. Who the biggest streamers for this game right now? Who the biggest streamers? Where the top clips at? Where are they all at though? Oh my god. Oh my god, that, yeah, why it do be looking like that though? Why do be looking like that? All right, what do we got over here? What do we got over here with Jenna? How he looking? How he looking? He went from Wuthering Waves to Arknight's Enfield. That's the grift. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, that ain't good. Oh, that ain't good. Bro, he pumping out 9-hour streams? Bro, does this guy do anything else? Oh, he done with Enfield too. Oh, yeah, he done with that game too. He going back to Epic 7 of all fucking games. Wait, yeah, he's done playing this game. He abandoned that shit. Oh, he straight up abandoned it. He straight up abandoned it. He only plays Arknights when sponsored? Hey, that's a proper way to enjoy this content, bro. That's a proper way to play the game. Wait, so is Genizad just cucking Pokey in the Star Savior category? Oh, he is. Oh, I thought they were good buddies. Now they're cucking each other. Oh, that's brutal. Damn, that's brutal. Now they're just competing. Because there's only like a certain number of Star Savior viewers, right? They're just cannibalizing themselves because they both stream at the same. Uh-oh. That's not good. Imagine getting NTR'd like this. Damn, I'm not gonna lie. That's some high-tier NTR right there. Oh, boy. Are we about to see some Jenna and Pokey drama suit? Hey, no, they gotta figure it out, man. They gotta figure it out. They gotta figure it out. Yeah, there's only room for one savior in the star space. All Pokey needs to do is wait. Jenna's gonna crash out eventually. He probably gonna like tell the Star Savior community to go like, I don't know, like jump off a building or something in Minecraft. Yeah, all Pokey needs to do is wait. He'll be fine. Yeah, he just need to wait. Jenna will fuck it up somehow, like he always does. Who else was even shilling this game? Oh, Rene. We need to see how the boy Rene is doing, too. Wasn't she the person that was, like, flexing viewers? Because she got, like, a Mr. Pokey raid? Man, that is embarrassing behavior. I'm just gonna be so for real with you. That is some embarrassing fucking behavior. Wow, that is just... Man, some people should just not... Some people really just shouldn't... Wow. What about Rene? The data is in. His channel is dead. Isn't there? I think the Thanos meme is applicable here. Where did that bring you? Back to me. Where did that bring you, Rene? Back to Wuwa. Huh. Huh. Hey, I'm glad he's doing well. Hey, I'm glad he's finally seen how shitty Enfield is. Hey, I'm glad he's seen it. Hey, this video's doing good. Hey, this is a good performing video. It's just, I guess he's kind of just like in an existential crisis because he really thought Enfield was going to do well. And he like convinced himself the game wasn't bad. I think he actually genuinely thought Enfield was good. I think he actually genuinely thought Enfield was good and that it was going to like save his channel. Careful, he might challenge you to see who can clear the TOA faster. Yeah, how about I challenge him to see who can get a job faster? What about anal vibes? Yeah, I don't know what he did, but he fucked up. Yeah, I don't know what he did, but I'm pretty sure he fucked up. Yeah, this isn't good. You're telling me. Yeah, no, this isn't good. I don't even know how you did that. I don't even know how that happened. This isn't good. Reads like their designs are bad. It's okay, chat. AV Man went back to gooning content only after the big L on the drama. Let's support him a bit. We need more goon content. I don't even know if this is goon content. I think he tried doing like an actual analysis and like everyone can't take it very seriously. I feel like that's what it is. It's like he tried like doing non-goon like actual analysis content, but like he made the goon video about Rossi. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. This is a goon video. Like, bro, somebody told me to like go to a timestamp. I saw like 3 seconds of it, and I was like, yeah, I'm out of here. Why is that a chapter in this video? Why is that a chapter in this video? Bro? Bro? Hey, yo, bro should just go make some content on ZZZ, man. Bro should go make content on ZZZ, bro. Bro, this is what he's doing this shit in the video, bro. You know what? It ain't analytical vibes no more. This is statutory vibes. What the fuck, man? What the fuck, bro? Call him out? I don't want to. I don't even want to like discuss the matter. Like it doesn't concern me. It doesn't concern me. Because A, the game's dead. B, his algo's dead too. If he's getting a 7.2K, what do you think my video on him is going to get? It's enough that the YouTube stream and the Twitch stream, which is like a combined 1.7K CCV, saw that shit. That's enough. Right? It's enough that both streams saw it. Right? We're good there. We're good there. Saints algo is going to get affected. Guys, I'm going to be honest. I feel like my algo kind of good. Hey, yo, this video kind of popping off, bro. This video kind of popping off, bro. I'm going to be so for real with you. 16K 8 hours ago. This at like 20 something right now. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm going to be real. Hey, views are not good, right? Views are not good at the moment. Views are not popping right now because we're in the middle of 3.2. They ain't good right now. It's a rough time to be making content currently. A rough time to be making content currently. Alright, I need to go see how KekVid is doing actually. What are we looking like over here? What are we looking like over here? Wait, he actually kind of living in HSR. Okay. Okay, he living in HSR. Yeah, no, he ain't doing bad in HSR. I don't even know what's going on. How's that even happen? Is KekVid just a freak or what? Is KekVid just a freak? Is he just built different? What's happening here? He just not chilling? I don't know. It just seems like way higher. It just seems like way higher when it comes to this. Oh, what about... Who else is even making content right now? Who else is even making content at the moment? Gacha gamer? Smack is like a fucking part-timer, bro. He uploads like one video a fucking week. Gacha gamer with a solid 10K on a Tang Tang guide. More like, not Damage Queen, EOS Queen. What the fuck? Holy shit. That has to be his worst video ever. That has to be his worst video ever. What the fuck? That's crazy. That's fucking crazy, bro. Holy shit. Check brand online. Oh, true. Yeah, true. What is this guy doing? Yeah, he's just spamming Gacha content. He just spamming Gacha content. Doro? Just shut the fuck up, man. Why are you lying, bro? What the hell? Wait, Genshin 6.5 looks insane. You're fucking lying, bro. What the hell? This has to be one of the shittiest patches in the history of the game. What? Oh, Doro's in milker mode. Oh my god. No, okay, all right. Doro did like 5 sponsored videos in a row. Holy shit. Bro literally did like 5 sponsored. That's diabolical. Bro, that is 1, 2, 3. That is diabolical. 5 of them in a row. Holy shit. I'm gonna be honest. I can't even get mad at that, bro. That is fucking, bro is fucking farming. Bro, he's like Thanos, but instead of infinity stones, it's infinity bags, bro. Holy shit. 5 of them in a row. That is diabolical. I respect it. Holy shit. Man. Nah, he get in the bag, bro. He get in the bag. AKE didn't even get views from Doro? Absolutely not. Nobody getting views with that fucking game, man. We all know that's a fact. The game is shit. That's why I'm closing it right now. Get the fuck off my screen. Get the fuck off my screen, bro. Yo, there's somebody that, like, is asking, hey, Say, do you think Hiyuki's gonna deal damage? No, I think Hiyuki's gonna heal the enemies. What kind of goofy-ass question is that? Like, what? Do you think Hiyuki's gonna have high damage? No, I think she's gonna heal the enemies, bro. Like, what? Like... Like, what would you do with the answer to that question? Like, what knowledge am I going to provide that will influence any decision making you make in the future with an unreleased kit that nobody knows anything about? Is it time to talk about how Woo-Wah ruined Cyberpunk? Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. You can probably already guess what the topic of conversation is going to be about, but I probably need to go open up my game again. Yeah. 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 Ooh. Ooh. All right, I gotta go check out something real fast, BRB. But then we'll go ahead, we'll get into our how Woo-Wah ruined Cyberpunk. I'll get this one going. Let me make sure I got the
I
got the
slipped and
right
left an opening,
images and
but
stuff.
my
pulled up.
opponent failed to notice.
Yeah.
He gradually lost his advantage.
Yeah, okay.
And
Alrighty.
he started to panic
Here we go.
until
Here we go.
I knocked him down with a single blow.
Let's get this one started. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to have a bit of a discussion because we are approaching basically a year, a whole goddamn year since this insane collaboration between Wuthering Waves and Cyberpunk Edgerunners. That collaboration was announced. And with some of the recent news that we've been seeing regarding Wuthering Waves, its anniversary, and of course, all of the amazing things that are waiting in store for us in, just about like 30-something days, it's become more and more clear that this collaboration, man, it might be a little bit doomed. And the reason that I'm talking about it being doomed isn't because I think it's going to be bad. Isn't because I think that it's going to be like low quality and stuff like that. It's because, well, we have so many other amazing things in store for us that might divert our attention, or really by attention, I mean your astrite, your pull income, all of that stuff. Because one thing is abundantly clear, right? From the animations that we've been seeing for characters like Hiyuki and Denya, where these are two units that are literally like 2-for-1s. Where you've got Hiyuki over here with the baseline form, and then she got the crazy form over here where she does like a bunch of wild shit, rose pet or cherry blossom petals and shit flying everywhere. And then you got Denya, who's joining as well, with probably just as much hype as the first pure Threnodian resonator that we're ever gonna have in the game. And well, let's just be real, she's got two forms as well, and probably some story spoilers in a lot of her kit. That's why we weren't able to see a lot of it. And yeah, that's just the confirmation over you that this is all Aleph 1 that you're seeing in there. So it's kind of just like, wow, how is the Cyberpunk collab, which probably should be very, very, very soon, right? How is the Cyberpunk collab going to coexist with everybody going broke after version 3.3? How is it going to exist with everybody spending their top-up bonuses, doing all of that stuff on these two characters, but then also, right, this part over here, the anniversary banners as well? Yes, because Kuro is probably going to do something very similar to the first anniversary, where you got a bunch of fucking characters available. It's probably some of the best pulls in the game that people are likely going to spend their resources on, too. And this is the thing. With so many different avenues, right? So many different opportunities for people to just bankrupt themselves when it comes to Astrite, when it comes to ties, when it comes to weapon pulls and all of that shit. Good golly gee. How is this collab going to fare? And this is where I have a couple of concerns, right? This is where I have a couple of issues. Because the timing of this, unless it's going to be like way after the anniversary, a lot of people are already expecting that this is going to happen in like 3.4, 3.5, something along those lines. And good golly gee, we're all just going to be fucking broke. And so, when it comes to this collaboration, right, there's a couple of things that I wanted to discuss beforehand, and decisions that I feel like Kuro Games needs to make so that it's an actual success. So first things first, one of the big things about collabs, at least from what we've seen in recent memories, is that there is a free character that typically comes alongside them, and then a paid one. The most recent collab that we have that sort of like comes to mind, right, is... Just let me take a second to look it up. Yeah, y'all remember this fucking disaster over here? Yeah, the Honkai Star Rail X Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade. I don't even know why they call it the Unlimited Blade, whereas it's just fucking, it's just like Fate 0.5 or some shit. Y'all remember this collab over here that happened on July 11th, 2025, right? Probably the worst collab in Gacha history, but it was sweetened and probably only like not deemed the worst one ever due to the fact that Archer was a unit that got given out for free. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you had to pay for Saber, but I'm pretty sure everyone's recognized by now. Saber was actually a piece of dog shit, and Archer's actually the better character. Funny how that one ended up working out. And I think that Kuro Games is likely going to have to do something very, very, very similar to not make this shit get cooked. Because I don't think a lot of people are actually going to have the resources to pull whatever characters are going to be in here. And I hope they start giving out news, right, about this collaboration during this anniversary. I hope that during the 3.3 live stream, that should be coming out very, very, very soon, we get news about the collab and whether or not there's potentially going to be a free unit. Do you want to know why? Because there's still a good number of players, right? Even after seeing animation quality like this, kit quality like this, dual forms, 4 ultimates spread across 2 characters, there are still some people saying things like, oh, I've got to skip this. I've got to skip the anniversary banners. I've got to skip everything so that I can save up for the Cyberpunk collab. Do you guys kind of like see where Kuro is at some odds over here? Do you kind of like see where there might be like a bit of an issue when it comes to like player budgeting, when it comes to actual like spending during the anniversary and all of those other things? I feel like we're going to have to get news on whatever the fuck is happening over here, the characters that are going to be arriving in the collaboration, and whether or not they're going to be free during the 3.3 live stream so that people can actually figure out what they're going to be pulling. And of course, have a little bit more confidence on whether or not they're going to be going for these units. And I think the biggest sign that we'll have something close to what I'm envisioning is, well, let's just look at the latest collab, right? That PGR had. Punishing Grey Raven. They added Dante and Virgil to the game. And one of the things that was really big about the Punishing Grey Raven collaboration with Devil May Cry was the fact that Dante, this motherfucker over here, everyone actually got a copy of him for free. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that was one thing that Kuro Games did in their most recent collab. And so the prayers are out there, right? But the expectations are kind of out there as well. And when you combine that with the fact that Wuwa's last anniversary, right? Kuro made public announcements talking about how they were going to do better this time. What better way to sweeten up the anniversary live stream than to give news on this? This was announced in the this was announced last anniversary's live stream, by the way. Give news on what's actually going to be occurring and the schedule of it. Makes sense, right? Seems like something that they would actually do. And so, I'm hoping, I'm praying that we actually start getting some news. Because one thing that's become abundantly clear is that these 2 units, Denya and Hiyuki, right? They're probably going to shake up the Wuthering Waves meta a lot with their release. You've got Denya over here, who's clearly, obviously, right, like a fusion burst character that's going to complete the Imith team. You've got Hiyuki over here, the first Glacial character that we've had since fucking 2.0, which was released in January of 2025. They're all highly anticipated units that people are dying to have on their accounts. And when you know that there are plenty of teams in the game that still need missing roles on the roster actually filled, and you have plenty of mechanics like Tune Rupture, Tune Strain, all of that need to be filled as well, I think that players need way more knowledge than what they currently have right now. Because people are already speculating, right? Will the Cyberpunk characters interact with Toon Rupture, Toon Strain, any of these mechanics? Are they going to have negative statuses? Are they going to have those things built in? And there's so many concepts, right? There's so many things. There's so many holes in this roster that still need to be filled. And I think one of the most important things of all is whether or not those collab characters are going to fill out the sub DPS role. Because one thing that Kuro Games has done, right, is really outline the different outline the specifications for certain sub DPS characters. All you really need to do is let me go move my screen down as well. Is take a look at some of the recent releases. You've got Lmao over here, right, who's clearly a liberation focused outro skill sub DPS. Then you've got Chuyan over here, right, who's clearly the echo skill sub DPS, and then you've got Yuno over here, who's the heavy attack. Where's the basic attacker? Where is the resident skill outro buffer? Where are those characters? And I feel like people are genuinely thinking, right? I've heard like rumors of this floating around. Don't worry, there aren't any actual kit leaks out there. Where is the Toon Strain sub DPS that buffs basic attacks? Because Luke is still missing his best in slot, right? He's still missing that character that buffs Toon Strain, can apply stacks of it, but then can also go ahead, right, and also provide a Toon Break boost. Because that's what this motherfucker needs to actually reach his maximum damage potential. Where's the Jinsei sub DPS, right? And so, if these collab units, right, do actually end up being sub DPS characters, right? Maybe one's a main DPS and then the other is the sub DPS for their archetype. Well, then guess what? Maybe one of those sub DPS characters ends up being like a best in slot for an existing unit in the game. And that would kind of suck, right? Especially if those collab units, they don't rerun ever. And that's one of the things that I'm very concerned about when it comes to the scheduling of banners and stuff in this game. Because you have a lot of need for specific partners to fulfill team compositions. Imagine, right? Hiyuki is that Glacio Chafe character. Pretty obvious that she's going to have something to do with negative statuses, and if she doesn't, that would be a fucking disaster, right? Imagine Hiyuki is that Glacio Chafe character because of all the shit that you're seeing over here. And then the Glacio Chafe sub DPS, the one that applies it, all of that stuff, right? Maybe they're one of the Cyberpunk collab units. That would be kind of annoying to deal with, right? Because then you got to make sure that you actually have that best in slot team built out and ready to go, or that you got the budget for that shit. And that's why I feel like there are some potential issues, right? Especially with how team building works in Wuthering Waves. There are going to be some potential issues with having a collab like this with units that operate like this. Because imagine, right? If Chu Yan was a Where Winds Meet collab character. Or some shit like that, right? And you only had one opportunity to pull him. And if you never actually got him, you basically can never play an Echo skill team ever again. That's a restriction, right? That's fucking brutal. That's fucking crazy. But that might also mean that when it comes to these Cyberpunk units, they're both just going to be DPSs, right? They're both just going to be main DPSs that are essentially just like clones of other units, right? Maybe one of them is just like a clone of Jinsei. One of them is like just a clone of Luke. And they just scale with the exact same stat and have like sort of similar mechanics, but basically not having them means that it's not like a huge drag on your account. And that's the thing. That's exactly what Kuro Games did with Dante and Virgil in Punishing Grey Raven. Dante in this game is basically just like a side grade, somebody you can use instead of like one of like the Lucia frames. Virgil, on the other hand, is like, he's fire, right? Virgil, on the other hand, is like this physical DPS who's just like a side grade 2. One of like, the like Selena, it's like the one where she like plays like fucking 17 different instruments or some shit like that. I don't remember. Like you PGR players know what I'm talking about. Virgil's just a side grade to one of those units. And so if that's the case, right, these collab units are kind of just alternative versions of existing DPS characters. Yeah, she's called like Pianissimo. Then that could also mean that they might just not be like that popular. You know what I mean? Because why would you end up pulling a collab unit if they're essentially just like a side grade or a clone of an existing one? Do you guys kind of see what I'm talking about over here? And so, I think that there's a bit of a design philosophy sort of breakdown that's happening over here. Are the units just going to be clones of existing ones? And so, because of that, maybe it's not that interesting to pull them because you already are double dipping on a role that you already have on the roster? Because guess what, right? Guess what teams Dante uses? Guess what teams Virgil uses? They kind of just end up using the same team as those units that they're side grades for. And so, like, the end result is, it's like, okay, well, to play this collab unit, you're basically saying fuck you to the unit that you already own. That's not very high value at all. But you don't really want to make these units giga high value, make them like valuable buffers, valuable sub DPSs, because then that means that once they leave, you'll have DPS units in the game that are just getting screwed over. And so maybe Kuro Games is going to go with a different solution, right? Maybe Kuro Games is going to go with the HSR approach, where these banners just end up running for like a whole fucking year or longer. I feel like the fake collab banners are like permanent in this game at this point, right? Like you could still pull Archer, you could still pull Saber. Are they still? I think so. I haven't logged into HSR in like 10 years, so I got no idea. I have no clue. So I'm just hoping that there's some type of compromise, right? That they take a bit of a blend between the HSR approach and the PGR approach that they had. Maybe make the banners last for a really long time. And if that was announced during the anniversary, guys, I think that's the play that they should go with. If the banners are announced to be here for a long fucking time, isn't that enough to guarantee incredible sales during the anniversary because nobody feels pressure to save anymore, right? Nobody feels any pressure to save for the collab units because they know they'll have a whole fucking year to get them. Kind of a high IQ move, right? And I think it's a high IQ move that Kuro Games should make on the live stream for this version. Because people are itching, right? People are concerned. People are like, shit, should I save for Hiyuki and Denya? Their kits look fucking amazing. Or do I need to save up for the Cyberpunk collab because these characters will never rerun again? So why not just take the HSR approach? Get the best of both worlds. Because otherwise, I feel like there's a lot of potential. There's a lot of potential, right? For this collab to go off the rails. Because if people feel like, right, oh, they really, were pressured to spend for Hiyuki and Denya, and then the collab banner only lasts for like a patch, and then the kits are actually like really, really, really nice, and then, they're like a buffer or something like that, I feel like that could really fuck some shit up. So yeah, that's going to be my take in regards to the Cyberpunk collab, how the Woo-Wah anniversary, all of the stuff, all of the amazing kits, all the, all of the previews that we've gotten, they could really throw a wrench into what Kuro's planning. But we've already gotten enough baseline, speculation over here with what's going on in this game. And then, of course, the fact that they've already given out free characters in their previous game. I think there's a lot of potential for some really, really good stuff to happen. And this is my personal take. If we don't hear anything about this during the 3.3 anniversary livestream, I'm going to be really concerned personally. And I think Kuro Games probably understands that. and they will ensure to some fucking degree that we get news on this. But if we don't, yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Maybe y'all should start freaking out a little bit. Let me know what you all thought. Peace out. Yeah, if we get no news on the collab by the live stream, yeah, I would I would be a little bit concerned. Yeah, I would be a little bit concerned if there's no news on the Cyberpunk collab by the live stream. Last free character in Wuwa was also Zhang Liao. Well, yeah, it's been a while since we got one, brother man. Major, he said refinance home. Like what? Do you plan on S6ing every unit in the game? No, I did not. Bro's wife is like looking through his chat logs. Guys, please stop abbreviating Cyberpunk. That is not allowed in this chat. Please stop abbreviating Cyberpunk. Okay? Are you revoking my rights? No, it's just never mind. Yeah, you guys already know what you're doing wrong. You guys already know what you're doing wrong. What are you fucking doing out here acting all innocent and shit, you fucking bums? All right. All right, let me see what we got going on over here. All right. I think it's time for me to end stream. One fun announcement for tomorrow. We've got our next greedy collab tomorrow. We're gonna be teaching her how to play the game. Yep. We got part 3 of the greedy collab tomorrow. So we're gonna be seeing how good she is at the game. But yeah, that's what we got coming up tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. I guess I'll just raid ALG right now. Yeah, you guys can go watch him bang his head against the wall in Shia Resets. Yeah, I'm sure he's having a wonderful fucking time with that game. Yeah, I'm sure he's having a good fucking time. All right, I'll see all y'all later. Peace.